That would be the perfect start though. Are we live?
What is going on, everybody? Gun Gamers, family and friends, since we don't call these people fans or followers anymore. How's everything going? It is I, Les Trooper, Kaylee Diamond. I'm here with my all-time best co-host, Ian from Gun Gamers, the one of a kind Ian, and I'm here with the Women of Airsoft podcast, episode 1. We are here to kill it and talk about the most amazing women in airsoft right now. So we have the all wonderful Leah,
Hello.
Also known as the Tactical Unicorn. We have Kelly, Femme Fatale. We have Becca from Gun Gamers, our own from our own Gun Gamers group, and Sisu Milsim. So what is up, everybody? How have you been doing? Let's go around and just discuss.
In which order?
Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited
Leah, start it off.
I'll start. I need to have a podcast full of women that actually play airsoft.
Oh my God.
Every girl on this actually plays airsoft, so that's cool.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
What have you been doing during this quarantine season?
Drinking too much.
Speaking of that, what is everybody drinking? What's
Gin.
hiding in those cups?
I have water and wine to chase the coffee I just chugged.
Oh, delicious.
Bourbon.
Oh,
Bourbon?
of course.
Okay, hell yeah. I'm also drinking a little bit of that bourbon. Ooh.
A little bit.
I haven't officially started drinking yet, but I've also been making masks till my eyes bleed. So,
Very
there's
nice.
that.
On the front lines of the quarantine.
It's gross. I'm literally making these in my sleep. It's awesome.
You are a good human being.
Aww.
Hell yeah.
But I was going to say, other than that, it's just everybody bitching about each other online. So it's a good alternative.
Yeah.
Everybody
God,
has to get
yeah.
out to the field and shoot each other again. Oh my God.
I know. The trigger finger is getting itchier and itchier every single day. It's hard to sit around and just do nothing.
I've had so much new kit delivered and I'm just sat here looking at it right now like, soon.
Yes. Sweet slicksters. I must pet it. All right, yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about some kit. What's everybody been building, collecting, loving?
I
haven't-
recently got a new. Sorry.
No, you go. You have more exciting things.
So I've been building a new multicam black kit. So that's exciting. Backpack, chest rig on a plate carrier, and then a little fanny pack as well. I'm
Ugh.
excited about that.
Ugh.
I know you hate the fanny pack, mate.
Are you not a Dangler fan?
Danglers are where it's at, man. They're so handy.
They're
I
the
get
best.
it.
They save your gut fat so much.
Yes,
Like that
they
little
hide the
spot.
flab. That's what it's all about.
Oh dear. I know you hate them. I appreciate the fanny packs. I almost did a post on my I've got like 6 different tactical fanny packs. I was like, which one do I like the most? But I was like, I also don't want to get roasted by Sisu, so
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Good. Fanny packs are worth. You can like so many handy things can be stored in fanny packs for airsoft games. So
Snacks.
many handy things.
Yes, the snacks. Yeah, absolutely.
Multi-tools, your dead rag, and then you also have that extra like fluff there if it gets shot of your dead rags in there. Batteries, more snacks.
Little tiny balls of alcohol.
Never.
Right. There's no drinking at Airsoft. Definitely no drinking at Milsim West. So
Yeah, never.
never
that's
been
all,
any-
that's all
none of
remember that.
Total myth. Gonna say I'm actually gonna be delving into the Polar Star region sometime soon.
Whoa.
They've actually got my 416 that I haven't used in ages because it's just tired, and they're dropping in a Kythera for me. I'm so excited.
So I'm not too familiar with the Polar Star stuff. What is a Kythera?
It's an all mechanical system for HPA. So I am super excited that it's going to be, I don't know, hopefully easier to use. Evidently, I've been watching like all the videos and like trying to educate myself on like HPA in general because I've always been kind of a hater. But I'm pumped. I can't wait to use this. So I'm like, everybody, stop going outside. So you stop getting infected, so we can go shoot people faster. But,
For
you
real.
I know. It's hard to keep people indoors. It's kind of insane.
put
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
electric shock collars on people. You can only go so far outside of your bubble, or else we'll shock you. Go back inside, stupid. But yes, I know the economy has to get back on track, and you know, because 8,000 people will be in the comment section. But I'm also up in Mass, where it's like everywhere. So it's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I see you making masks and posting them, and they seem to be just like going out like freaking hotcakes.
Yeah.
As of this morning, I'm up over 250.
Wow.
So, yeah. And I'm
That's
so
so
good.
Crap.
I know. I'm like, thank God for a really, really big like fabric stash. But
Don't you have your own postal lady now? I swear you do.
yes, I
Donna.
do. And her name is Donna, and she's a little old biddy, and she loves me.
Nice.
I love it so much.
I love it.
I had to
Shout
use
out
the
to
other
Donna.
The lady got upset. But yeah, and evidently now people are like, well, maybe I can just use these like as a lower shield. And I'm like, you do you, boo. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna make everything fog up. I mean, but I don't know. That's what
Also,
an X-Fog is for. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say X-Fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're not the most breathable types of things since you're wearing just like cordura on your face, right? Like, is that what it is?
Well, so some of the stuff I have is Cordura, and then other stuff I've been like, it's just uniform material. So like
Yeah.
it'll breathe, but you
Oh,
know,
okay.
it's to stop particles. So it's still thick as hell. It's
Yeah.
hot. But
Like a ripstop or something.
yeah,
Or
that's
whatever.
exactly it. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All this stuff is gonna have holes in it. All my clothes.
Well, thank you for your quarantine service.
Yeah, right. Oh, right. I forgot
An
to add-
angel.
Right.
Making all of us airsofters look cool during
Yeah.
quarantine.
Gucci mask,
You got to have that favorite camo on your face, or else
Oh.
you're just a scrub, right? Like,
right?
Dude, yeah, how will people know I'm not and how will people know that I'm an airsofter if I don't wear camo on my face?
yeah,
No joke, right?
they're just
I'm
gonna
still
assume
waiting
you're
for the
taking
postman.
pics for the gram, and you're not really airsofting.
I don't think I've got any new kit really coming in. I ordered new mags. It's a big purchase.
New
What'd you
Mac?
get?
Oh, I got the
Your PTS
PTS.
ones.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, the new
That-
like high limit or
Oh,
whatever.
no. I just
The
got
EPM one.
Oh,
Yeah.
The mid cap that isn't a mid cap.
Yeah. The high cap, mid cap.
yeah. It's like 200 something BB or whatever.
It is
Yeah.
awesome that,
Go wrong.
like, because you could just keep going and going and going. It is great, but it's not a mid cap. I'm not a hater though. Like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever people want to do to get an edge, I suppose. But hell yeah. Anyone else? Leah, any new kit builds?
Dude, I just got some new Nerf rect guns, the Elite
Ooh.
Force CO2 Nerf guns. That's what I'm most excited about. So now we have the pistols and the rifles.
Oh
We
my
used the
God.
pistols at like a DFE game, and they were hella fun. So I'm looking
They
forward to unboxing the rifles, and me and Jed are gonna like have an indoor-outdoor Nerf CO2 Nerf fight.
That's what's up.
Well,
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm most excited about. CO2 Nerf.
Are the rifles mag fed, or how does that work? 'Cause
Yeah, they're
the
mag fed.
pistols oh, okay. Because the pistols were like you just shoved it through the barrel, right?
Just
A
stuff
little
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rifles are mag fed, but we still have to unbox them, so I'm gonna do that like either today or tomorrow and
Ooh,
shoot at each other.
sweet unboxing.
Yeah.
Cool Nerf. Cool Nerf.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I gotta see more Nerf battles at DFE.
Yeah, there will be. Every before every DFE game, we're gonna have Nerf battles.
Yeah,
So-
those
I
things
took
were
one of those
impressive.
as my secondary into the actual game.
You
Yeah, because I went through Leah's like stash of pistols and I was like, I don't know which one I want to use, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna use this Nerf pistol. And did I get to use it? Yes. Did I get a kill with it? No, but it was the experience that counted. It was my participation.
They shoot really far.
They
They
do, I
do.
know.
For a Nerf pistol, they shoot hella far.
They quite hurt if you get them close though. Like really close, like really close.
Yeah, we let our kids play with them on spring break, the Nerf ones, and they were shooting each other in the house. And Jet's daughter got shot in the face, and she started bawling. And I was like, "Oh,
Oh no.
guess you're not gonna be an airsofter." Rip.
So sad.
She's so cute. Oh my god.
Cheers.
Well, maybe
So-
she'll learn from that experience and end up not like being scared of it that much later on.
Well, we're just gonna wear. I think we're just gonna make if you put legit though, they do hurt. You should wear face shields.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have them wear a face mask next time. Wear a paintball mask when I play with them because they do hurt if you get shot close
Yeah.
enough. I'm sure it hurt on your face.
Also, do they have like those hard plastic tips and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, it's like a hard rubber or whatever.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
And they're like, is it 120 FPS?
Ooh.
They're quite spicy.
I need
Oh, it's
to
adorable.
look it up.
Oh god.
Yeah, I
They're
got hit
spicy,
with
but
it
they
a
are
couple
well
of
funny.
times. And it does, you do feel a little bit of a sting. I was kind of surprised,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
pleasantly.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta feel something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, Kelly, you said you had a ton of stuff sitting around, ton of new kit.
We want to go through all of it.
Yes.
Oh
show
my
and,
God,
show
it's
and
so
tell.
much.
Show and tell
It's
right
so-
now.
Show and tell. Let me turn my. That makes me look washed out. It's fine. It's just my face. No one panic. So it's really bright actually. So I got a package from Gunfire, which was cool, and they sent me a bunch of gloves.
Ooh.
So I wore these at the photo shoot for the Gunfire calendar. The long fingered gloves, they still are an extra small, but they are quite a bit bigger than my hands. Like even with my ridiculous like nails, that these are quarantine nails. Do not pay any attention to them. But the ones that are fingerless are great. I've got a bunch of the BBs made by BLS. That surprised me actually.
Oh, very nice.
I hate
BLS,
Gunfire.
always good.
Always good. I've got the new edge behind my ring light that's blinding me. Hang on. No one worry. No one worry. Get the mag out of that. No one panic. It's fine.
Panicking!
Oh, God. Internet
It's
freak out.
Yes, this is what I'm going to be using as soon as we get to go on the field. There's a BB stuck in that.
Nice.
It's proper stuck. Gunfire, please don't unsponsor me. But yeah, this has got a lot of the gate asters in, so I'm really looking forward to
wow.
using it. I've not managed to range test it yet because it's been raining. It's gone from being really sunny in the UK to rainy AF. Not about it.
Okay.
Classic UK. But yeah, after that, there's like I've got two new rifle cases that I've got one in multicam black and one in like just plain black, and I've got two new plate two new plate carriers, a new chest rig. I just got to get through it all. But all of it
Wow.
arrived after lockdown, so I'm like, let's just look at it, stare at it a little bit.
Rain
feel
and
it.
airsoft at Kelly's house.
Does that rifle come with a Titan installed or?
Yeah,
Okay, that's stock.
that's
when-
I was surprised about that because the edge models when they first put them out, I think it was last year, they came with a gate MOSFET, and I was like, no, because like the gates are really expensive. My Crytek's got a gate tightening.
Yeah.
So I was like, they're not going to put one of those in standard, surely, because the price of them, they're quite cheap as well. They're like I think it's under 250 euros. I'm sure it is. I'll have to check on the price. But yeah, it's got a gate aster, so you've still got that option to go into it and change everything. It's not as advanced as the Titan, I don't think, but there are still a lot of options, which is beautiful.
Very nice.
I will just check.
I'm all down with like companies starting to put in these more advanced MOSFETs in, because it's like, when the hell is everybody going to catch up to the technology?
Yeah, I'm finally glad companies are just finally getting on board with, hey, we should make a gun that works really well out of the box instead of expecting everyone to upgrade their guns.
Like, no one has time for that.
For whatever reason, that was like a really revolutionary thing to do, and now other companies are like, oh, wow, I guess we should do that too. Huh. Weird.
Yeah. Not many people are willing to open up their gearbox and drop a MOSFET into it, so it's...
I absolutely would not do that. If I want to break it, I'll do it.
It's not that bad. I put one into the MP5. It was okay, but yeah, it is a big pain in the ass to like have to open it up, and then if you don't know what you're doing, you screw something up, then you might as well just throw the whole gun in the garbage.
Nope. This is why I take my guns and I bring them to people I know that know what they're doing, and I say, fix it, please, because I can't do it. I can do all sorts of weird stuff, creation, the whole thing. No, I can't fix guns at all. Ever.
Not a tech.
I learned how to do it, and I was like, this sucks. I don't want to do this.
Correct.
Ain't nobody's got time for that.
Well, because it was like, when you first get into airsoft, everybody thinks that like if you're going to be an airsofter, you have to know how to tech. At least that's how I felt when I first started playing. Like that was like something that was commonly accepted. And so I tried learning it, and I was like, man, this sucks. I don't want to be an airsofter, but I have to like learn how to tech. Why can't it just work? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then companies started making guns that actually worked, and that's a lot more fun to me.
Absolutely.
When I started, we were in Oklahoma when one of the big shops was open there, and like they had a handful of techs there that were absolutely incredible. So even if you bought like a total junker of a gun, or you snapped it in half, or did like all sorts of really stupid stuff with it, they could like, literally turn around and fix it in like under a week, and you're like, oh my god. But yeah.
You wouldn't have any experience with breaking guns, would you, Sisu?
The video's gone. I can't find the video anywhere, so I got that.
Was there some rage that happened, possibly?
Smash. Yes. No.
She went Hulk smash.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was Rebel Yell years ago. AMS at Gruber. That was when they still had MEDs and everything. That was right before they did away with all of that.
Wow.
And I got popped in the face with a rifle from like 10 feet away, and I freaking lost it. But it was like the rule change came right after that, so anybody who saw the video was like, what's her problem? I was like, neat.
Were you not wearing any like lower?
No, actually that was the last time I ever didn't wear a lower.
Yeah.
After that, every single time I have like a scar on my lip, and like I kept my rig because I never use it anymore. It's like an old CRAS, but like it's still got my blood all over it. Like, badge of honor.
That improves the look.
It's badass, yeah.
So does like the 8 pounds of sweat that's soaked into that thing. It's disgusting, but I can't get rid of it because it's like, memories.
Febreze it. Febreze it.
Yes.
I Lysol mine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you?
That's
actually a good idea. Yeah, we used to. I actually was like Febreze. Yeah. Like, and we used to play every single weekend in Oklahoma, like both days. So like we do one day in the outdoor field, one day in the indoor slaughterhouse field in Oklahoma, and like people were freaking rank because of course it was like 100+ degrees all weekend. You were like, whoa. No, you're not loud. I can just smell you coming.
I smell you coming.
Airsofter problems.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I do full on wash my kits, like my plate carriers, with detergent.
Yeah.
I mean,
I forgot to take the shit out of the back of my truck.
I don't know. Your gear is made to be durable. It can be washed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why more airsofters don't know that.
I don't know. No one in my airsoft group washes their stuff, and every time I bring it up, they think I'm nuts. So
No,
Oh no, just chuck it in the washing machine. Sound.
Yeah, take the plates
Yeah.
out, take all the junk out, toss it
Yeah,
in there.
just
There's still
don't chuck it in with like actual plates in. That'd ruin your washer.
Well, you know, the
Just
I
chuck
got
it in.
those
It's
PPS
fine.
foam plates in there.
Oh my god! I saw someone put their plate carrier in the dishwasher, and I was like,
Huh.
What's going through your head there? I mean,
Well,
it's
honestly,
not a
it's
bad
probably
idea,
not a bad idea.
but I don't know. But I don't know like how.
sterilizes it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I don't
that's
know.
like banging around inside the washer. I mean, it's like stationary. It's actually not a bad idea.
But I am also one of these peasants that doesn't have
I
a
agree.
dishwasher, so maybe I'm just a
Oh.
hater.
Yeah, I don't either.
Maybe
I
I'm
have to
just a
have one.
hater.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on our level, Kelly.
I'd like to point out
You
that we're doing
poor.
this entire podcast, and what are we talking about? Washing things.
What? Oh no! Get someone start
We
the
must
topic of
change
how Bo
subjects
started.
immediately.
How
Beth,
did Bo
please,
start?
tell us about your new stuff.
Ooh, I saw someone say you can wash the colors out doing that. Dude, your stuff should look salty anyway. Like if your stuff looks brand new.
It doesn't wash the color out. It
have that.
washes sweat out. You're just getting back to its original like tone.
Yeah. I don't know. I want my stuff to be salty and not stinky.
And look used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if,
Look,
if
I
you're
just
too
bought
concerned
this.
with the colors washing out, you're doing it wrong.
But if it doesn't look brand new and crisp, are you really high speed?
I don't know. Do they iron their pants?
I got a comment once saying stop washing your cries, and I'm like, right, I wash them after every game. It's because they start to go a little bit the colour starts to go at the very ends, and I'm like, do you know what I'm less concerned about than them being like pristine? Being fucking clean, because they all sit in my office on a very nice rack, and I don't want to sit next to it working while they're humming at me after an airsoft game.
Well, yeah, and you know what? Those actually fit. Just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a topic for you. Clothes that fit women when we play.
Very,
Very
cute.
simple list.
Yeah, exactly.
Very,
The cries
Clothes
fit.
that we make fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Everything's just tailored to fit.
Evic just came out with a line. It's a Matrix line that is essentially just cry knockoff stuff. And I wore that for a DFE game, and that's nice because it comes with like the built-in knee pads. It even comes with built-in elbow pads and everything. And since they're made in, I don't know, somewhere in Asia, they run smaller, so like they fit smaller framed people, and they're cheap. So if you don't like paying $300 for pants, there is a much cheaper option. I don't know. I'm not a like name brand whore, really.
No, I just want it to fit.
Not my thing.
Yeah, when it comes to uniform, I don't really care as long as it fits.
Yeah.
And same thing with gear, I guess, too. But there's some gear out there like plate carriers and stuff that definitely are fine, like the LBX and
Yeah.
The 0300.
the Slickster is good too.
Is best.
Yeah.
My
And the Armistice. The Armistice is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like mine. I think the Emerson trousers are really good because they're an Asian brand as well, so they run a lot smaller. There's a company in the UK called Viper. They make a lot of. They've just bought out a set of Cry knockoffs in sorry Gav, in M81, and I'm just like, yeah, let's wear it. Put it with some flannel, get some PMC look going on.
Yeah.
All the photos don't actually play airsoft. Go home when it rains.
Where's your iPro? Get your finger on the trigger.
Oh my! Don't even start me. The amount of people I see on Instagram not wearing an iPro, and then I post 2 pictures in the last 6 years, and everyone's like, "That's not very safe." I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It was a photo shoot. Just get off my back. Just enjoy it for what it is. An image of me in a cape with a gun. Just enjoy it. I was living my best fantasy life. Enjoy it. Let me live it.
I think like everyone should know that this stuff is like these photos are mostly staged, and you're not just like going out there with a full mag and like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna shoot people in the eye right now.
Oh
yeah.
Darwinism.
Yeah. Just when people are like, "You're setting a bad example," it's like, do you honestly think that everyone so freaking dumb that they don't realize that you need to wear eye pro to play a game where you're getting tiny projectiles shot at your shot at your face. Like
The alcohol is kicking in now.
right? It is. I don't know. Just we can only dumb things down so much for people, and after that, like if you're that dumb, then you probably deserve.
I had to put a disclaimer and everything, and everyone's like, it doesn't matter about the disclaimer. You're still setting a bad example. I'm like, okay, I'm just bad for the community. Thank you, Josh Warren, for the patch. I'm gonna wear that just like on my chest ring at all times, so everyone is aware.
One of my
For the
favorite
community.
patches.
Yeah.
I need to put my patch walls up. I took them down from my old office, moved all my furniture around, and now they're just sat on all my gun cases, all folded up, looking very sad. But I'm not very good at DIY, and that includes putting nails in the wall. So I'm like, I may just wait until lockdown's over. And I can be like, excuse me, sir, please help a damsel in distress.
Oh, Kelly.
I will make you some fajitas sound.
Oh, well, no, I'll come and do that. You cook,
there we go.
I'll do
Oh, no,
random shit around your house.
You're actually so good with DIY. It makes me so upset with myself. Please come be my husband. Love you.
That's because only if you promise me lots of curry and wine. Then we
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Kelly's life anyway. So
Yeah.
I actually had curry tonight.
Awesome.
You guys know me so well.
Living the meme. There you go.
I am a meme.
Aw. That's why we love you.
Someone's just commented, I want my Siri to sound like Kelly. I appreciate that because I think I sound like I'm not going to say it. But you know how there's two types of people. There's in Downton Abbey, you've got the upstairs, the people that live there, and then you've got downstairs staff at Downton Abbey. I'm downstairs staff.
Yeah, but downstairs staff is more fun.
Oh, definitely.
But there's
But I definitely appreciate that compliment so much. Oh. Away from
Yeah.
a girl's heart.
Hell yeah.
I always have trouble understanding Kelly, like the first times I hang, because like Kelly is actually speaking slowly kind of right now as opposed to normally. Like when she gets super excited and is talking really fast, like when I first pick her up from the airport, I'm always like,
What's happening?
what are you telling me right
Slow
now?
down.
Slow
And I'm just
it
like, what do
down.
you mean? I'm talking slow. And then she's like,
Speaking the Queen's English.
and then she does that.
What?
What? And it's such a good impression. That's the thing. Like, I can't even be mad at the impression because it's so spot on.
Oh man.
But we can't have
In
nice.
the house, you just hear someone go, what? And I'm like, I recognise the mating call of the Brits. I recognise it.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Never heard that, but it's great.
Anvil Airsoft commented, "Don't worry, Leah, we have trouble understanding Kelly on a night out."
That's literally just us. Just because. So when we go out in Nottingham and we're usually just screaming at each other.
Yes.
There's just just screaming, and then everyone's screaming at each other, and anyone that isn't from where we're from, or like when Cece was with us, she was just sat there. We're all like screaming at each other. She's like, "What is going on? Are they angry with each other? Is this
No,
them?
I'm just gonna have another.
Get a cocktail. Get this girl a cocktail."
Oh, that speakeasy was fun though.
Oh, it was so fun. We found more. There's so many.
Of course you did.
There's my new favorite place is called Coco Tang, the House of Coco Tang, because of course it's got a garden, like a little. Oh, what is it? Like a little.
Sounds like a drag club.
Yeah,
No, it's
It
not.
does.
They do cocktails called Fight Club, and they've got this big ass. It's a big chunk of. It says soap. It's not soap. It's ice cream. It's like bubblegum flavored ice cream, and they put it on top of your cocktail, so you've got at least some type of substance after you've got yourself absolutely mangled on one cocktail. It's all alcohol.
Mangled.
Yeah, I like that turn of phrase. Absolutely mangled.
Same.
You know when you see someone's crashed their bike into something, it's just like that. That is me after one Coco Tang cocktail, unfortunately. I have the bike. Oh no. Oh no.
It's like me after 2 Long
Believe it.
Island iced teas. Just totally bombed.
Good. Oh,
Speaking of
goodness.
alcohol, there's a comment, or yeah, for Becca. Why do you like better whiskey than your husband? What's wrong with Matt? Why does he suck?
Oh no.
Oh no, did we lose Becca?
No,
Oh,
she's still smiling.
no.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
She's so pretty. So pretty.
It
Yeah,
would
well,
have frozen on me. It would have been at a much worse angle. I'm the queen of terrible angles and terrible photos, man.
Did blink.
Every time I see photos of me at Milsom West games, I'm like, woof.
that's how it always is, right? Like everyone
Yeah.
else takes a photo of you at like your worst moment.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, I can't wait till the
You guys
photos
look
come
like you
out.
were
Then
on.
then I see the photos and I'm like, ooh,
Oh,
all right. I definitely don't look awesome when I play. Rip.
Well,
I mean,
I think
yeah, we're out
get
there,
you,
we're
but-
sweating, getting dirty, whatever.
I was
There's
gonna
some
say,
kind
yeah.
of narrative
the
about women
hashtag
wearing
you can
makeup.
follow.
It's like, no. Right?
Give it a second.
Maybe. Hey, I see everybody else. Am I back?
Yay!
Yes, you're back.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
It froze on such a pretty angle of you as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like,
It
no, it
froze
wasn't
and
bad
you
at
were
all.
like,
Oh really? Okay.
You're just like this,
Yeah.
like, just smiling, just looking all cute, and we're all like, "This is unfair. Why is life treating me this way?"
Not everyone can be
Always
beautiful
cute.
all the time. It's not out of that like this.
Only Becca.
Just woke up looking like that. Whatever, rolls onto the podcast.
That's right. Effortless.
Seriously though, when I played like MSW with Becca, we kind of like were in our own little squad, doing our own little thing, and she looked cute all the time. And I was like, man, how do you look so cute all the time? And I just am a freaking hot mess all the time. My hair going everywhere. Becca has a cute little braid all the time. Keeps her hair in line. Just so cute.
Oh.
And a badass too. It's also why I like playing with Becca.
On occasion.
Yeah.
I was so excited to be able to play Milsom West this year, and now the summer is just Corona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything ruined now.
Yeah.
Corona. It got us good. It has scuppered all my plans for pretty much the rest of the year.
Yep.
So
Yep. All the events are canceled.
Obviously,
Live
everyone else's
Pause
plans
is
as well.
canceled. So
Yep.
it's not just a me issue; it's an everyone else's issue too. I've been told that,
Fine.
Fine, I'll accept it. I'm fuming about it, but I'll accept it. Oh my goodness.
yeah, it sucks. I mean, but
we could play airsoft and totally social distance at 6 feet.
oh
You
yeah,
know what?
And
Sure.
Someone has been messaging my local site asking us how much it would cost us to open the site up for like 15 people.
Neat.
And I'm just like,
Do you want to pay the fine?
like, do
Yeah.
you want to pay a fine for 15 people? I don't want to pay a fine. I don't want to get fined. I also don't particularly want to leave my house because it's wild out there. There's people in T-Rex costumes and all sorts of shit. I want to watch it safely from my
madness.
window.
it's Bizarro world right now.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, the chat is calling for Becca. What are you working on? Tell us about your kit.
so right now, me and a bunch of the other Gun Gamers crew are working on a 10th Mountain impression from like 2012 to 2014. We're trying to make an impression kit that's accessible to everybody, fairly cheap to get into because it's stuff you can buy at literally any surplus store anywhere in the world. And we just want something that is kind of more representative of the average grunt because not everyone in the military is high speed and super cool all the time. There's got to be yeah, not
That
everyone
was so
is
the
super glam.
Take that back.
Some of us have to look like lukewarm garbage. So we're
Sweet surplus garbage.
yes. So that's what I'm working on right now. I thanks to one of our guys, he got an IOTV that was too small for him, but happens to be just a little too big for me, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
And then old beat multicam, and then my dear darling husband is building me piece by piece an M4 out of parts he's found in various boxes in our garage and friends' garages. So he's pretty good at frankenguns.
Nice. So this is Task Force Keg.
Yeah, Task Force Keg.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sweet plug for Task Force Keg.
We are alcoholics.
Yes.
At this point, you kind of have to be.
Coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
So it seems like pretty, if like, any other women want to get into Task Force Keg, it doesn't seem like it would be hard to get the kit to fit.
No, because the IOTVs are so there's a lot of adjustment points on them, and I have a smaller frame and larger bust, and it works for me, so I feel like other people in my situation would be okay. If you're really, really tiny, you might have a problem because things can only size so small.
Right.
But if you got...
You're pretty tiny, though. How tall are you?
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
I was
You're
going
like
to say,
normal
I
size.
think you went to one of my gowns, and remember it was like, oh, it's fine in the waist, but then, lady.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Still, I look back at them sometimes, I'm like, damn.
Dude, you look good in those, Becca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
Mhm.
did look cute.
Are you currently the only female in
Task Force.
Task Force Keg right now?
I think so. At least I don't see any other women posting up in the group very much at all. Oh no, there is one. Poop, I don't remember her name. But there is one. She was at Milsom West last fall with a bunch of our guys. And
Awesome.
she's in there working on getting some of her kit together.
So
Yay.
basically there
Love
needs to
that.
be more women in Task Force Keg.
Yeah.
There just
Everyone
needs to
is
be more
welcome.
women everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Basically.
More women in general.
Correct.
You.
And what kind of gun do you need for that?
There are 3 others, sorry, in keg.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay, 3 other
That's
women.
nice.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
a nice
I'm
4.
uninformed. Don't listen to me.
Disclaimer.
That essential worker life, man.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't sleep ever. I live on coffee.
I mean, this is like the no sleep. I feel like I've been not sleeping too well during this quarantine. It's so bad.
I think
'Cause
without a
you're out of your-
routine, yeah, it's just completely shot. Like I will either go to bed at 6 p.m. and sit in bed and watch TikTok videos and Netflix, and then go to sleep at maybe 11, or I will stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning playing Call of Duty and pass out on my sofa with like a bowl of noodles next to me because I'm a mess. And then in the morning I get up and I'm just like, why did I do that to myself? I'm like, oh, Corona.
Right.
That's sweet, sweet Rona.
It's got us good, man. It's got everybody good. Like, I saw a meme that said if this got any more toxic, I may start dating it. And I was like, I genuinely feel so personally attacked right now.
Ooh, we got a good comment from the chat. How to get Iggy's daughter into airsoft?
Do not take me back to the shooter.
I wrote a whole blog about it. It's somewhere on the Elite Force website. You can go read it. Read my blog.
Go read the blog. Read the blog, Iggy.
Got a lot of suggestions in there.
Yeah.
I think everybody's different. It just depends on I think some girls are just not going to be into it point blank. Like no matter what you do, some girls are just not going to be into it. Just like, I don't know.
Not happening.
Or not. Yeah. Not everybody likes the same thing, but I think there are ways that there are things that you can do that will make it more appealing. Like I think being able to dress in costumes is more appealing to girls for overall than it is guys. Although I know plenty of guys that freaking love dressing in costumes and are amazing at it. I just personally think that's the easiest way to get girls into it, and giving them a gun with like long range so they can hang back, kill a bunch of people without like having to get the shit shot out of them. Because girls just don't like, in my opinion, most girls don't like walking around with bruises and like welts all over their body.
Absolutely.
Not
Yeah.
at
You
least after
got to
their
keep that
first-
skin pristine.
Yeah.
until
Imagine
they
you go to a corporate job
thirst.
with a welt on your head. Oh my god.
I mean, I had to show up at my freaking office after Milson West with a big welt on my lip, and it was so embarrassing.
Nice.
I
Did you tell
totally
me
didn't
what
play
The
Airsoft
first game
with a cold
ever, I got
sore.
peppered up the throat. That didn't look like it was from Airsoft.
Oh no.
Yeah, I bet that's the worst, like as a nurse showing up with airsoft injuries and being like, no, I promise. This is just a nerd hobby.
Oh, somebody asks, where are any of you afraid of getting hit? How much it hurts? Because they have a female friend interested and they're worried about getting hit.
It's
The
the same
knuckles.
spot, honestly. So I'm gonna jump in on this one. I think it's the same for dudes as for guys. Is that like fat spot on your belly between where your rig ends and your like pants begin? That spot in your stomach is so tender. It hurts when anybody gets hit
tender.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Face, fingers. Face and fingers is the
Oh,
only
fingers
places where I don't want to be shot.
Fingers,
Mm.
inner thighs, genitals.
I've never
Genitals.
been shot there.
That
Pretty
never
much
happened to
all
me,
the
though, like,
usual
last
spots.
year. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Inner
yeah,
thighs, though. Inner thighs hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't want to get shot there, she wouldn't want to get shot there.
No, absolutely not. But you can't even like. There's no. Is there an equivalent of a female cup? I don't think there is. Unless you want to like hella pad it, but then you're gonna like you've got balls anyway. I don't know.
Well, unless you're
protected.
like a fencer.
Yeah, fencers have all sorts of
Yeah.
protective gear.
Oh yeah.
Various
You
Yeah.
know one of those things. You know the EOD things. So like a little flap that goes over the area.
Yeah, the little like cross
Yeah.
protector.
You can wear one of those. I don't know if I would wear one of those. I think I'd just risk it, but
Just
Yeah.
get in the way.
I feel like it'd just be flapping around.
I still
Do
don't
more-
know how like big girls wear chest rigs and are like totally okay with getting shot in the boobs all day. Like
I mean,
I just can't.
Tender.
Yeah.
When I wear a chest rig, I wear like 2 sports bras, so there's a lot of padding, and I don't feel anything.
Well, that's like
That's
somebody
smart.
had asked about that, and like it's a fencing gear comment again. Like, because I used to fence years ago, and they'll have like just like a chest protector that goes like right underneath your boob line.
I want to get
and
one of those.
Yeah, I mean it's like $10-15. But even if the other thing is it's not going to breathe obviously because it's just plastic. But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if you like drilled a hole or there into.
I have one of those.
Do you?
I brought one of those for a post-apocalyptic loadout, and it's staying in a box in my office because I never used it. Because I was like, it was meant for DFE. I was gonna
I just
spray it
need-
up black and red and just like,
Oh yeah. Just need a bra with like extra padding here.
Yeah.
That'd be
yeah.
Yeah.
If I
Oh,
wear a chest rig, I typically just wear like a bra and then a sports bra over that, and then
yeah.
that's enough
And a
padding.
shamog.
Yeah.
Or a shamog right there, hanging down. Yeah.
Did you hear that? That sounded like it hit plastic. Yeah.
I feel like my bras are so padded that it doesn't hurt getting shot in the front when I'm wearing a chest rig. But the back, if I get shot in the back because I haven't got a backpack on, I'm livid. I'm like, oh my god, that hurts so much. I'll just walk back to respawn. Oh
No, no.
my god.
I've like pretty much always worn a full like rig, so I don't-
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty
I'm
much
a big
like,
fan of
all
plate
down with
carriers.
the plate carriers, yeah.
Your slicks is very nice, by the way. I keep eyeing it up and I'm just like,
Ooh,
mean
talk about
this-
that. Talk
this
about it.
beautiful piece of kit right here. Well, I mean, I haven't been able to play with it yet because I just got it. I don't know, a couple of days ago. Maybe like
Have you
2 or
taken
3 days ago.
pictures in it though?
I have not, no. But I have worn it around the house for several hours.
Okay,
So-
you're an
She's
airsoft.
like,
'Cause I've always had that like common problem with I think most female airsofters where the plate carrier is like too wide. It's like
It's too
way
way
out-
big.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, and then you
frame,
can't, like,
shoulders.
Arms in.
Yeah, so I was using that Agilite K5 for a while, and that's like a huge, broad-shouldered plate carrier, and I couldn't even shoulder my gun, so it became this huge problem. And then I started on the hunt for something smaller, and we all know that the the LBX carriers are tiny.
Yeah.
But I wanted something a little bit different, more low profile. So the Slickster's nice. I would definitely recommend it for anyone who's of a smaller frame. But we'll see how it works in a
How it
game.
actually
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Report back. I've been looking at them for ages, but I've never actually taken the plunge. I have something similar from Warrior, but I've never actually taken the plunge.
yeah, there are several kinds of like knockoffs and things, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a nice rig, and of course I have that sweet when
Yeah,
pass
patches.
on there. You gotta have that. So
I'm excited for the new patches, the
I
subdued
know.
ones,
Yeah.
when they get here.
Yeah.
at
Chop,
some
chop.
point,
Darren, we're waiting.
You,
Judy
let me
me.
message Darren right now.
Judy me. We're just sending that.
who shot first? What the hell?
You're goddamn killing me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, as far I haven't looked at the Slickster yet, but that's pretty cool. It's good
Yeah.
to hear that it's like actually legitimately low profile and everything. Because like, if there's like one thing that like women are always asking about, it's like, what rig do you use? What rig do you use? Oh, like a JPC, but they have a junior size, and like, it's just ridiculous. Because like, I think a lot of people don't realize like how hard it is to actually function and do anything when you're like child size and like a XL crap.
Yeah,
head
it's
to
just-
go.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like I lucked out with my rig, but like, there's no way. Like I
Yeah.
love my rig, but I've got that Finnish rig with like the extra padding in it, so it's like nice and cool. There's airflow and it fits me and I love it.
Is that body vent stuff?
I'm supposed to be getting an armor vent for my 300S, but the Rona.
They're
so
they're
I don't
actually
know when I'm
really
getting
good. They're
Oh, so
actually
you
really
have
good.
one, Kelly?
Yeah, I've got
Because
one.
I
on
have
my-
one too, and I have a slightly different opinion about it.
I have
Right.
I've
so I
never
have two
installed them.
opinions, but I don't know if I'm allowed to share one of them. I don't know.
So do you
Well,
have
they're
the
making-
backpack version?
Why are my emails coming up? No, I don't want to buy anything from wish.com. Please go away.
They're making like a smaller version. Last I heard. So
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
because the ones that I have now, I didn't put in mine because they were too big, and I just honestly just didn't want to mess with like.
Yeah, they kind of
making a
stick out from
fit.
the sides a little bit on the
Yeah.
smaller carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, that's a hassle. Like,
But I had somewhat of a bad experience with it, so that's why I stopped using it.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing I don't like about it is there's like where you pump it up at the side, that bit there, that little tube is really sticky out. I've got a very bony spine for someone my size, and it sticks right in when it's fully inflated. I'm not about it. But apart from that, do I think it helped with back sweat? Yes. Do I think it helped with titty sweat? No, I don't. Sorry, David.
Yeah, it's good for certain areas, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't really work in certain situations.
well,
But-
that's all done with like Velcro, right?
Yeah,
like,
and
Velcro on the.
You
and
just
that's
like
the
stick it
problem I
in.
had with it.
It comes off and you can put it off and on.
Well, so like on my Finnish rig, I like, so your Velcro is, horizontal. On mine, it's vertical. So I've got two
Yeah.
big tabs of like foam that go right down on the edges. So like there's tons of airflow in the middle, but it doesn't
Yeah.
sit so far up off of my chest that I like can't function.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that. You don't want that.
No, so it's pretty cool. I love it.
I enjoyed it for my back.
Yeah, it's
enjoyed
good
it
for the backpack. Like if you
Yeah.
get just the backpack version too, like that one's nice. The problem I had with it is that I used it a couple of times and I enjoyed it, and then the Velcro started to like kind of give out a little bit, like the sticky
Oh.
part attached to the
Yeah.
vest, because I put it onto, I don't know about your vest, but I have like that air mesh on the inside of my K5.
Oh, my
And
300S doesn't have that. It's just like the normal.
Yeah, it's just like cordura on the inside.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, but the Agilite has that air mesh, and it our body armor event says you can attach it to the air mesh. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I
Let's
did
do
that,
it.
and then it started to peel a little bit, and I took it to DFE to do the big test
Yeah.
And I was putting my plate carrier over my head, like I had unhooked it and everything. I'm starting to put it on, and it grabbed my hair, like the adhesive, and it pulled out, like, I'm not kidding, like a strand like this out of my head. So it was all screwed up, and my head was bleeding, and I just ripped the body rubber vent out of my plate carrier. I was like, I hate this thing. Screw this. I'm never using this again. But it did help with the sweating until I pulled my hair out. So
man,
Nope.
that gave me pain.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Now I'm not. It's just kind of sitting in the corner now, and I'm not too interested in using it.
The other day I was resetting a plate carrier and I like pulled it over my head and it kind of fell. And I looked at my phone. I answered my phone whilst my plate carrier was falling off my head because this is my life apparently. And then as soon as I tried to pull it off after I'd done my phone, and it got stuck. And it was like stuck to my hair. My hair was in a bun. The loop broke, and I'm just like, I live on my own. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. And then I literally had to just pull it off my head. It was so painful, and there was like loads of hair stuck in it. I was like, I'm gonna grow a bald patch. It's gonna go. It was like it took so much hair off this part of my head, so this is why I'm now combing it back. Comb over, mate.
Oh my God! Thank you for the $20 donation. Someone buy Kelly a drink for that.
Nice. Cheers, Kelly.
Cheers.
I would, but I'm out.
Oh no, I want to go get another drink, but the gin is downstairs and I am not downstairs, and that is an issue right now.
Well, if I went to go get it, I run the risk of running into my children, so.
Don't want to do that.
What are you doing? Who are you talking to?
Someone buy Kelly a drink. That's
amazing.
That would buy me one drink in Vegas. Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, I would.
Just one. The house vodka.
Now I have to buy that $2 chuck from Trader Joe's.
Oh my God, the amount of champagne I've bought in gas stations on the way to Vegas is dirty. It's so dirty.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
So should we talk about Women of Airsoft a little bit here?
Yeah.
Since that's why we're all here, and I think that's why everyone's waiting for. So let's talk about what it is. How did it start?
Pillow fights. No.
Pillow fights?
Power Talk 101. Here we go.
I wasn't there for the start.
You go, Queen Bee.
Leah and Sisu, I think.
You go.
Yeah.
It was kind of just all of us talking about how that we wanted we had a group that was called Sladies.
Yeah.
And it was for like any girls that were interested in playing airsoft or were playing airsoft, and it was filled with a lot of
drama.
Yeah, and like
drama. Like
I don't know. There's like a certain age demographic on the internet that is just perpetually angsty.
Yeah.
And so we created Women of Airsoft as a place where women that actually wanted to play airsoft or were actually interested in playing airsoft and were also women, being 18 and up, could go and we could talk and share our experiences, because some people, I know that there's plenty of women that play and don't have to deal with like harassment or any issues or anything like that, and that's great. But there's also a very large majority of women that get harassed or like get inappropriate comments, and like you just don't know how to handle it. And when I first started playing airsoft, I had a lot of issues with just people being rude or saying inappropriate things, or me just basically being like, are there even any other women that can give me some advice on like how to handle this situation, or like what gear to wear, because I can't seem to find anything that fits me. And so that's when I like reached out to like Sisu and Kelly and started talking to them a lot more, because Sisu had been playing for longer than I had, so she had good advice to share. And so I just made this group, the Women of Airsoft, as a place where we could go. It would be private, nothing would get shared outside of the group, because there's always like people that want to like ruin
don't start me on that.
whatever's going on. So we just tried to make a place that was safe for women to go and talk about whatever issues. And we wanted a place where they could feel free to talk about any issues because, like it or not, there's definitely women that get sexually harassed a lot. And there are definitely women that have been sexually harassed or even sexually assaulted on the field or at events. And we need a safe place for those women to be able to talk. And so that was essentially kind of where Women of Airsoft came from. And then I essentially just made the group, and then I added Sisu and Kelly and a few other girls as moderators, just because I wanted help. And I think any group that has I didn't want a group that was like a dictator style. I wanted a group that was like democracy and had everyone's opinions and everyone was on the same playing field, as opposed to like having a Airsoft classified dictator.
My way or the highway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's you guys can contribute to. All right, I ranted there for a minute.
No, it's perfect.
I love it.
I love it as well. I joined in like halfway after you were like, do you want to be admin? I was like, yeah, of course.
We needed a good rep in the UK. This is perfect.
I mean, that's debatable. Good is debatable. Mildly average is fine. I'm joking.
Well,
but I think it does help that it's like spread out over everyone. So there's like me in the UK, you've got Leah on the West Coast, you guys on the East Coast, and then we have other people dotted
different time zones to like address any issues that could come up at any time of day. It helps to have someone in a different time, like a group of people in all different time zones.
Well, and luckily, I think the group is like we've grown to the point where we don't get the same crap that we used to.
No.
You know, like
it's filled out a lot.
A lot less drama in the past couple of years than there were.
Yeah, like when it first started out with the last, well, and I think it's interesting that some of the people that caused all the drama are no longer there, or even some of the guys who caused drama or tried to cause drama don't even play anymore. So, we outlasted you.
That's a flex.
We actually play. Yeah, no, I mean, and that's one of those things too, like, I know sometimes people get all like angsty, like, well, why do you need an all women's group? For reactions like that are exactly why we need an all women's group. Like,
I mean, you can also have an all men's group. Like we're not.
There was. They had penis patches. Remember?
That's cool. I don't give a fuck.
Men of Airsoft patches.
Oh my god.
Oh,
not that there's not enough men of Airsoft.
Like you boo.
You do you boo.
And the group is pretty big now. It's I'm looking at 665 members. So,
and they're all girls that actually play, which is nice, as opposed to like, I don't have any problem with people that just like to take photos with airsoft guns and do whatever else. Like that's fine, you do you. But it's also nice to talk to women that also actually play and are actually involved in the hobby, as opposed to just like being in the hobby for attention. And I think that that's something that is a misconception about a lot of girls that play airsoft, that they're just doing it for the attention.
Yeah.
And that's definitely like
boyfriends brought them.
Yeah, we wouldn't have played this long and put up with as much abuse as we do if we didn't enjoy the hobby.
Yeah.
Well, and I think and that's one of those things that you're exactly spot on. Like, and I think that a lot of people don't understand, like, in some fields it's fine. In some fields, it's completely fine. The support is there. Everybody is awesome. And I would actually say the majority of the people that we play with as an entire demographic are great. But it's always the D-bags that are super loud that get a lot of, that make it rough. I mean, you guys know, and I obviously am not going to share names, but Leah was exactly spot on when she said that we have women who occasionally will finally speak up and say, hey, this is what was said and done to me. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
From just, oh, it's a girl stuff, which I think every single one of us has heard, to the full blown, like somebody stuck their hand between my legs and grabbed my lady bits in the middle of like blah, 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 or even I'm going to find you on the field when you're alone and rape you. Like, these are legitimate things that have been said to women who play. So
Yeah.
like when some of us get super riled, that's why. You know,
Yeah.
so it's you're overreacting. No, I'm
Well,
not.
you're just emotional. Are you on your period? Oh my god.
Maybe I am.
Maybe I am. Do you know what? Maybe you're the victim today, sir. Sorry. Prepare your arsehole.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry if this oh no, we're on YouTube, it's fine. There is no watershed. I'm not sorry about
You can cuss and say whatever you want. Yeah, that's good.
it. This is great. Sorry guys.
Someone asked how to join, how to get involved in Women of Airsoft.
Send a request on Facebook.
Yeah.
And actually fill out, like, we have a thing where you
Answer
have
the
to answer
questions.
questions.
Yeah,
Questions.
answer the
It's just to make
question.
sure that it's essentially just to make sure that you actually play and that you are going to be active in the group. So like if you're too lazy to answer the questions, we're obviously not going to add you.
Just gonna spin you off.
And of course, there's a Facebook page and a Facebook group.
Right.
So there's two
You
different.
got to join the group.
Yeah. And
Which has
there's several different moderators too. So there's lots of people that can add you. There's different people that run different aspects. Like everybody has a kind of we have 6 or 7, I don't know, admins on the page that help with. There's a Women of Airsoft Instagram, and I really like that. Hasmin's done a great job with that.
Yeah.
She has.
Sharing girls that are like actual airsofters. That's been my favorite source for finding other women airsofters, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
she's always posting like crazy amounts of people I've never discovered or found before, and I'm like, oh, okay, follow.
She's about it.
She's been doing a great job.
Yeah, it's
My
awesome.
favorite.
Yeah, I love her.
Are there any like possibilities of Women of Airsoft events?
We have been
We tried
trying for
hard.
years.
Yeah, it literally is. I've tried to organise 3 in the UK, and there's just because we're so spread out.
Yeah.
Even though obviously the UK is a lot smaller than America, so we can drive from I can drive from the Midlands to London in like 3 hours or less. It's not, the distance isn't that. It's not ideal for me because I obviously travel a lot, but obviously it would be for other people that don't. We've been trying, but it's about getting the numbers and about getting when everyone can get together, because a lot of people work. They'll work the weekends or they'll work night shifts, and it's a bit of a nightmare logistically to get everyone together. But I would like to play an all-women's game. That would be dope, because we had the most women I played with was, I think it was Milsim West when we were at Objective Stavropol and went to Washington.
Yeah.
We had a little lady squad going on. There's me,
We had
you,
5
Lupe,
girls.
and
Yeah.
Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was dope.
That's
my
decent.
dream. My dream is to have
Girl
a
squad.
girl squad.
I know.
A Milton West game, just because it's like the toughest game. You know,
Yes.
I just want
You're
to
not
like,
a real airsofter unless you Milsim West, right? Like,
I just want to prove to people that like girls can do it, because everybody thinks that girls can't do a Milsim West game all on their own. And even still, even though I've been to like, I don't know, 20, people are still like, oh, you actually play at these games?
Hello.
hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club. Well, actually, am I like the only one on here who hasn't done Milsim West yet?
I guess so. Yeah.
you are.
I think the rest of us have done it.
Yeah.
Well.
So, I know. Well, I mean, God say, well, no, because I had kids in the middle of like when I was actually going to go to a game, and then excuses, you know, eventually. So okay. So when the Rona is over, well, and I think
Lady squad.
I think a lot of the times too, like women will all go to these games, but a lot of us are like members of other teams and groups, and like, you know, there's all the, oh, my team will be butthurt if I go and play with XYZ. So that's probably part of it. But like the number of women who actually play has definitely gone up.
Yeah.
Definitely gone up.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I used to feel like I was the only person ever at a walk-on field, and now I typically see, 1 or 2 or 3 more people, or more women.
Yeah.
Same. It's really, I like it. And I act like a freaking dum-dum every time I see a girl too. Like,
Excited.
I remember somebody talking about like cringy things that boys say, and they're like, ooh, a girl. I do the same stupid thing when I see a girl. I'm like, oh, a girl, wow! And I legit say that to their face, and they're like, yeah, obviously.
You know, Tactical Rose. When I first met her at the expo, was it last year? Yeah, it must have been last year. She literally screamed at me. She was like, "I love your hair." I was like, "I love your hair." And she was like, "You're pretty." I was like, "You're so pretty too." And she was like, "Oh my god, you're so nice." I was like, "You're so nice." And everyone was like, "Are you guys okay? Like, do you need help?" And I'm like, "No, she's just like super pretty." And she complimented me, and you know it means something when they're super pretty and they compliment you too.
She's really nice. I played with her at Tac City one
Yeah,
time.
she's
We
super
did a
nice.
patch trade, so she's definitely a nice person.
There's a lot of ladies there actually.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize her when she came to the DFE game. And
Yeah.
I totally didn't recognize her because she wasn't wearing pink.
Yeah,
Well,
that's her signature thing.
yeah.
That pink tam.
And then like I saw her post later that she was there, and I was like, oh man, I totally missed. Like I didn't even recognize you because you weren't
I
wearing.
think I only saw her like once or twice over the weekend.
Huh?
Glad
But we were on,
wave just
we were
for
on
a moment.
opposite sides.
Yeah.
We were on
The other
teams.
team.
Aw. Well,
I
that's
had
like
so much fun at DFE. Oh my god. So much fun.
you know what? Maybe we should all try and get to a DF. Well, so anytime we go to all
We've
play
been
together, we
saying
all
this.
have to like fly to see each other. So that's like
Yeah.
the tough part. Like if we're at a game, of course, it's easy to be like, okay, anyone who's a girl, come and take a picture. But yeah, otherwise that's tough.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how many women there were like in New England. You know, from years ago when I played like a handful of times to when we moved back and after I had the kids, like getting out to play, you know, and doing like all the leadership stuff up here. It was like looking around the field and looking through briefing and being like, oh, there's a girl. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh my God.
That's exciting.
It is
I like
exciting. It's
those
super
girls.
exciting. Especially when you look out on like, you know, at the end of games and they have the raffle and you see who lasted all weekend. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, all the girls are still here. Yes, you know, they're good.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of tough cookies.
Hell yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. You might complain a lot in the middle, so on occasion, but we're good.
Well, at least the Women of Airsoft group is like, you can at least find other people to go to games with,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
which I really
that's
like.
Yeah, it's worked a couple times.
Mhm. Of people posting up and being like, we're going to this game, and hopefully eventually we'll get some. We've gotten really close to getting like full ladies squads at different games.
Yeah.
Hopefully someday we'll do that because I think that's my dream. I just think that would be awesome to see like a really competent lady squad.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
I feel like we could definitely make that happen in the States, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could definitely happen in European countries too, because I see
We
way
have
more.
a lot of female players.
Yeah, I see way more girls in Europe than I do in America. Just
Like-
I mean, like at events together. I don't
There's
know.
a ton of Swedish female players too.
Yeah.
Like the last 3 years, it seems like there's a gazillion of them, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And they all play together too. Like, we need to get on it.
Yeah, we do. We're also
I'm
spread
11 hours
I
away.
know.
out.
I know. It's
So
okay. We'll
sad.
come to you to play. And then we'll get the comments. But oh, now I miss you guys.
I miss you guys too.
Same.
Where everyone gets all emotional.
It's so sad that we've all been stuck at home and we can't play and can't meet up and can't do anything. It's terrible.
I think
Yeah.
not having an end date is the
Yeah.
hardest part because you can't plan right now.
Yeah, like you want to plan. I really want to start getting ready for like stuff this summer, but we don't even know if we'll be able to, hold games this summer. We have a Desert Fox event game planned at EMR Park in July, and I really want to start prepping for that, but we still don't know if it's going to be possible or not. I guess it depends to see what happens in the next like month or so with all the states reopening.
Stay indoors, people.
Woohoo!
Either that or at least cover your damn mouth.
Well, I just, I don't know. I do not understand it. You're literally just being asked to stay at home in your houses, watch Netflix, drink wine, and eat snacks for a month. Obviously, it's hard on everyone. It's hard on everyone's mental health. It's hard on the fact you can't see your family. But essentially, you're not being asked to do anything ridiculous. You just have to stay in your fucking house. I don't get it. I'm very frustrated about. I want to go on holiday this year. I would like to go on holiday and sit on a beach doing absolutely nothing for a week, getting off my face. That's what I want to do this summer. And at this rate, we're not going to do it. So I'm going to be in my house in the UK when it's raining, sober. This is not acceptable. Don't want it.
That's a recipe for disaster.
It is. I might start posting on the internet all these opinions people don't want to hear.
Lies.
Lies. Fairy tales and fallacies. Not here.
No. Okay, because there are fields opening here.
Yeah.
I'm curious what everyone's opinion about that is.
I hold it in a very dim light.
I honestly don't see how the fields here in California are legally doing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They can't actually, but I don't really understand.
Yeah, I know that some states reopen their economies almost totally this weekend, and I know that there are some fields that have been having games during this time and like doing social distancing. But here in California, we still have lockdown orders, so I don't know how people are legally doing it. I don't know. I'm really skeptical about it just because I don't think that we've seen the numbers peak yet. And so my concern is that we're just going to we were just getting it to where it was going to stop, hit the peak and go down. And now the peak is just going to keep rising, in my opinion. But again, we'll see. We won't know any of this until a month from now, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's the tough part is because nobody has the answers. It's just not a thing, for it in being in mass, and I know it's bad where you are, Becca, but even here in mass, it's freaking brutal. I don't think people in the middle of the country really fully comprehend how bad it is, and those are bigger, wide open spaces. And, they have the luxury of it's just the flu. They have the luxury of being well, you guys are overblowing this, but that's not the case here. There's a lot with a densely populated area, and these are your loved ones that might go into the hospital and you don't get to say goodbye, which really sucks. It's just, the numbers are crazy. So, and that's just it. My husband works in as a first responder, and he's they're saying we're plateauing, but they can already spot exactly where they're going to see the next outbreak happen in town. And my brother's a researcher in one of the biggest hospitals in Boston, and of course he can't share everything, but he goes, it's going to be a while. So I mean, it's tough. It's tough to have to conceptualize what's actually happening if it's not on your doorstep. So I mean, I get it. And I get that people are crazy. One of the fields up in Maine actually tried to put in paperwork to become an essential business, to open, just purely so that way people can get out and have a recreational activity. And of course it was put down by the state in under 24 hours. But I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, at least they tried to do paperwork the nice way. But it's tough.
Yeah, I definitely think fields are getting desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small business, I get that.
I think fields will shut down here. I think they definitely will go out of business. But I think the way you have to look at it is I saw someone say 100% corona free on one of their adverts to say their field was open. It was an American field. And I saw that and I was like, can you imagine the lawsuit that you would get if you said that and someone got sick?
Right?
It's not worth it. I was like, but you also can't put a price on your health. You don't know if you've had it, you don't know if you've got the antibodies, you don't know how you'd react to it. You could have an underlying heart murmur for all you know. It's honestly not worth being in an enclosed space, because I don't care what anyone says, even if it's over a distance, the safe zones aren't distanced.
No.
Everyone's in each other's shit. Everyone's bodily odors are going everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I just don't know how you could social distance that and it'd be safe.
Yeah.
So
that kid who wants to finger bang your gear.
What is that? Yeah, no. 2 meters. I think people think I'm crazy when I scream 2 meters. But I will scream
This is
2
my
meters.
bubble.
This
And
is
that's
my
what all the
safe.
fields are like trying to push now, is that they're in the safe areas. They're gonna have like whatever everyone's gonna be 6 feet away from each other, and they're gonna organize everything, and people should stay at their cars. But we were discussing this last night, and it seems like even no matter what you do, all that's gonna go out the door once you hit the field. So
Yeah.
it seems like a lot of precautions for nothing.
I think if you look at it as well, some airsofters can't look at a booking page for a website and follow the camouflage rules for their team that they've booked onto.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they can
No
then
tiger
follow.
stripe. Can I wear a tiger stripe?
Can I wear it?
Yeah.
You said there's no black, but the SAS wear black, so can I wear that on NATO, please? And you're like, that's not in the colour scheme, but they wear it. Mate, right, just, I don't know. If you can't understand camo rules, I don't know if you can understand social distancing rules. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion,
I
though.
super agree with that. There's I made a joke at the DFE game that we had like right before the lockdown started. And I was like, not that I don't trust airsofters, but the amount of you that can't follow directions, I do not trust you guys. Sorry.
No,
Swear to God, it's so
I
tough.
don't trust anyone at the field. So they're even on a good day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
to high school
Okay.
students, I realize I've explained this 4 times, but no, you may not do X, Y, Z.
But can I please do it?
Please.
Ugh.
I won't tell anyone you let me. I will
Oh
take
my
that.
God.
Okay.
Hey, I know this is against the rules, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That's cool, right?
No.
No.
No. No, boo boo, no.
Better to ask for forgiveness and permission. Is that a thing? No.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I live my life, and it's got me into a lot of trouble. So
Oh.
take that as you will.
Oh man. Yeah, I've been pretty disappointed the fact that the 2 fields here, Code Red and Wildlands, are going to be opening up when it's completely against the law to do so. And I did see that other field, I think in Power Ups in Atlanta, where they were just blatantly just saying like they posted a thing that said "sacrifice the weak" or whatever,
What?
or "let the weak die."
Oh, no.
I
Wow.
screenshot
Yeah.
it on my phone, so
The
like, I
Raptor
have to save
field in
it.
Florida. Woof.
but
They've
they've taken
that's
it down.
right. Yeah.
They've said some awful shit. Ugh, it's embarrassing. Like
Was that-
there's a few airsofters that have made me embarrassed to be an airsofter, honestly. Like
Same.
just the amount of like pure selfishness that I've seen from people is just like, wow. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of just
Yo, if my grandma
embarrassing
tries to take
airsofters,
somebody stupid airsofter.
should we talk about some cringe that's happened in airsoft to all of you?
I'm gonna go get another drink and also
Yeah.
visit the lady room. I'll be right back, and then I'll spill the tea.
Who wants to start it off then?
Cringy things that airsofters have said to you.
Yes, please.
Who
Have I
wants-
talk? Have I start with myself or?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
hear your
go ahead.
story.
I mean, I haven't had too many instances other than like, you know, not things that are specifically like me being a woman, but obviously there's one instance I don't want to name the person since we are still friends.
Do I know what you're talking about?
a certain Milsim West situation that I don't technically want to go into, but he knows who he is and he knows he fucked up. That's okay. But I think people don't seem to get that I'm gay, or I don't know how that's lost in translation from the name Les Trooper, but I
Maybe
do get a
your
lot
name
of
is Leslie.
yeah, well, I do get a lot of people that call me Leslie. I don't know how this is, and this just happened recently. Someone messaged Mark, the brain exploder, and asked him, you know, how he was doing during Corona, and said, "How are you and Leslie doing?" And first of all, I'm like, does that kind of imply that we are a couple, or he thinks that we're a couple? And why do people think that my name is Leslie? I don't understand. So
Oh, bless him.
yeah. So I don't know. People don't. The Les Trooper thing does not translate, I guess.
Oh man, I just want to share. I won't name names either, but I want to add to that story. One of our like mutual friends came up to me and was like, "Hey, so I heard this rumor that Kaylee might like girls. Do you think that's true?" And I was like, "Dude, she's wearing a hat that says Les on it." Like, obviously, how do you not fuck like? I think it's just hilarious. Like, it goes to show how self-absorbed some people are. That like you can like you have freaking you could like write "I'm a lesbian" on your forehead, which you almost practically do, and people are still like, I think I've got a chance though.
Yeah. I mean, it's prominently displayed on my hat, and I typically wear that to airsoft. Plus, my name tape now, it only just says Les. I took the Les Trooper one away, and it just says Les now. And yeah, that doesn't seem to matter very much because people still DM me and try to hit on me at Wilson West. So.
Oh my god.
And really yeah, it's a little strange situation.
I have an opinion. I feel like I need to share.
Yeah,
you don't.
Strange. I have seen many men on the internet say they can turn a gay woman straight, but if we look at this, heterosexual women are the most sexually unsatisfied people who are having sex. If people who actually depend on you for orgasms can't depend on you for an orgasm, what makes you think a gay lady is going to go for that? Like, I've got such strong opinions about this. I don't. I can't say it, but I've got opinions.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree, and I seem like I belong to some forums on the internet or whatever where women just come to, other than Women of Airsoft, where just any woman comes to gripe about stuff, and the complaint I hear the most is unsatisfactory sexual performance, and I'm sitting there like, I don't have that problem. So
well, they're definitely gonna rock your world and turn you so straight. They're definitely gonna do that to you.
I'm gonna see that male physique, and I'm gonna be like, shit, what have I been doing my entire life? It's all been wrong. I need to get on this straight train and get the hell out of here. No, never gonna happen. Please, people, do not think that you can turn lesbians straight. It's just not a thing. So.
This has been your.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I may have a chance.
Me, there's a chance.
I got myself some
There's
gem
a chance.
I was gonna say, I think I'm like one of the few people that doesn't have people slide into their DMs like, so. I'm like blissfully, totally exempt from that, which is freaking amazing. I was gonna say the only weird crap I had was like somebody stole my profile pictures and was saying that I was like some special operator down in like Bolivia and I needed money and I had to move these gold stuff and it was weird. And they're like, "Is this you?" No.
Definitely not.
And then I deleted a bunch of stuff off my profile because they actually had a picture of my kid and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna do a murder."
Creepy.
But yeah, as far as cringy stuff, people don't, for the most part, don't say stuff to me. The only crap I ever get was like the, "Oh yeah, well, like, I'm gonna give you a pro tip, like, well, like the stuff that you're using isn't really gonna work, and it's like,
yeah, trying to tell you.
The sweet mansplain.
Well, like if you actually want to hit people, then like you need to do this to your gun, and like it's really cute. But like you should get a different gun." I'm like, huh, really?
What if you don't want to hit people? What if you just want to walk around aiming at the walls? What if?
Right. What if I want to
live my life?
What if I want to just like model?
Like,
But yeah, no, it's one of those wild things. Like one of the cringy things is like when you're actually hitting a dude, and like you can see them flinch, but they know that you're there, and then they're like, "Oh, that," and you actually hear them say, "That girl didn't hit me," and you're like, "Oh, you mother!" Like,
she did that.
I was gonna say that's like the only cringy stuff I get, but like that's why I just
that
like
sounds like plastic hitting Cure Jura to me, sir.
Oh, I totally didn't just hear the like when you hit their
Yeah. Get out.
Neat. But
I've had countless marriage proposals. I could be married to a Saudi prince by now.
Wow.
You
Lucky
missed the
you.
train.
You would have all the riches in the world.
Right? It would be amazing.
You
Like,
could be
it's-
pooping on a
no.
gold toilet.
It would be fantastic. I mean, maybe I'll have to take him up on it. Although oil prices are pretty low right now, so he might
Yeah.
start to hurt a little bit.
Oh, it's just weird.
So the weirdest, most awkward, most uncomfortable thing I've had someone say to me was during a game, someone was asking me if they could have my patch to give to their friend. And I was like, oh, I don't have any patches, sorry. And he was like, please, 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 it's for my friend. He masturbates to you all the time.
Oh,
And I was like,
Oh.
it was in the middle of a game, and I just ran off screaming, that's inappropriate! And then I avoided them for the rest of the day.
There's some
but
things that
shouldn't you
just
feel
yourself.
flattered? Shouldn't you feel good about that? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? You should be flattered.
Love knowing about 13-year-olds masturbating to me. It's
Yeah.
so
You know what?
hot.
Bringing
Like,
that up,
send me
one of the
video and
top
images.
one of the top searches on YouTube for Leah is tactical unicorn fap or tactical unicorn Leah fap.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it actually is.
That's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Next podcast.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you guys put up with that. Like, I would literally lose my goddamn mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, good night, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
the United Kingdom is shut down for the evening.
Bed.
All right. Oh God. I just blinded myself. We're okay.
That's terrible. The fat
Um,
thing. Oh my
but
god.
Yeah, it's like, and those tags are created by someone typing it in a lot. So like, there's, I look, there was like somebody had made a legit playlist of Unicorn AFF, and it was just like, of course, vlogs and stuff where like Kelly and I are at the beach, or like something like that.
Oh, God.
Scantily clad.
I mean,
Boobs.
How dare you put on bathing suits and put that on the internet?
Yeah, how
it's
dare you have
entirely
like a
because
life.
that one post 4 years ago where you
how
showed just
dare you live your life like a normal person? I'm offended.
Yeah, no,
We'll wear big cover-ups next time we go to the beach. We'll just wear bin bags, like just full-on bin bags. Just wear them. Put a hole in it. Wear a bin bag.
I mean, I
So offended.
say like if you don't want people in that part of your life, then you shouldn't share it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like that's, I don't know, vlogs are legit my favorite thing to edit, and they're my favorite thing to record. So like that's, and one of the things that I enjoy about Airsoft the most is the friendships and the camaraderie that come from Airsoft. And so that's why I started blogging, and that's what I wanted to share. And I didn't want to edit my normal life, like, and I didn't want it to be super fake. And so that's why I don't really do anything on my vlogs that I don't do in regular life. And so I don't know. I don't want to censor myself either way. So like, I don't
You
know.
shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel. Like I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to like cover up certain aspects of myself just because
Those
your
risks, girl.
abilities are.
Well,
Those
other
risks.
people should have an ounce of self-control, so there's that.
Yeah. I don't know. Like that's what, whenever people leave those shitty comments, I'm like, maybe just don't be a shitty person. Maybe just have like, maybe you just teach your son self-control instead of me having to like explain
Yes.
it to them. You know,
Yes.
Like, that's what you should be doing.
I don't understand how me living my life in general has anything to do with anyone else and has anything to do with anyone else's self-control. Like, if you haven't got self-control, then you should probably be locked up. That you should not be out with normal human beings. If like seeing someone's fucking shoulders does that for you, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. No, not about it. Oh,
I mean, I feel like no matter what you do, it's like even if it came to the point where we were all covered up, it would be like, oh, did you see that ankle? Oh my God, she showed off that ankle. She's scandalous. Holy shit.
Welcome to the 18th
Scandalous.
century, bitches.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Let me
matter
just
what
show
you're
off
doing.
a little wrist.
just show a little
Like-
bit, just like slinky slink.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I put like that. One of my recent posts where I posted the photo of me in the shoot back rainbow shirt, and I was wearing shorts. I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and someone's like, "When's the OnlyFans coming?" Like,
Oh,
dude.
that was a comment on last night's podcast.
Yeah, just like, I mean, I kind of want to make an OnlyFans or get on Pornhub and like upload really conservative stuff. Like, there's like a guy on Pornhub that like is like a man in a sweater that like just goes around doing normal things.
Start a cooking channel.
Yeah,
Pick me up.
So wholesome.
ridiculous titles, but it's just you like wearing a turtleneck and a long skirt doing normal things around your house.
You could do like that one girl who just like epically trolled the internet, where she made like a Pornhub account, and then she posted like titles that were like really explicitly sexual, and then it was just her doing normal things. Like she's like, "Oh, I take 2 sausages in the mouth," and she's literally eating sausages, and everyone like freaked out.
I want to do something like that just to troll people.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
I would like to set up
I
an
think
OnlyFans.
she is a hero of the internet.
She is. Set up an OnlyFans, then do like sexy stripping video, but you're actually stripping down a gearbox. That's what I want to see. That's what I need to see, but I don't have the necessary skills or knowledge to do that. So I'll leave that to one of you fine ladies. Could you
Like,
imagine if? Could you imagine?
My gun. Haley does that because she's awesome.
Haley, it's up to you.
I'm
Women's
totally
all
back
down
to
to you.
You've gone wild.
It's up to you. And then you'll have all the men trying to change you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I can
You just
convert
put,
her.
like, lesbian strips down to the bare bones, and it's just me working on a gun.
That would be amazing.
would
Do
be
it.
Watch Women of Airsoft handle this gun.
Mm-hmm.
You do just about anything with these titles.
You literally could.
Watch me wrap my hands around these tools, and then it's just me with a screwdriver opening up a gearbox.
Yeah.
My God. I'm like bracing myself for the comment section. Amazing.
I like this idea. This
Do
is
it.
happening.
We can use this to fund more patches. I mean, I'm just
Ooh.
saying.
Yeah.
And we always
Okay.
need more morale. There always needs to be more patches and more morale, because airsoft without morale is why we even play airsoft.
Right? You can't take photos and talk about it on the internet.
We
Did
did. I
it-
still get all
did it
excited
even
whenever I
happen?
see my patches in the wild. My sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us really play airsoft. We just go, we take a photo, we act like we're there, and then, that's it, go home.
Yeah, we don't actually
Take
watch
photos?
It
No.
just looks new because
I'm pretty sure there's people that legitimately think that.
yes.
Even
Yeah.
still, everywhere I go, every time I play airsoft, there's people that are like, "Oh, you're playing?" Yeah, like legit, like 300 videos on YouTube of me playing.
You
How
only
is
play 4 times a month. I mean, come on.
So the
Jesus
good ones are.
Christ. Yeah,
Oh, so who are you here with?
yeah. How
Oh,
did Jet get you into airsoft? I get that all the time.
Mm.
I mean,
I-
granted, for me, a significant other brought me in, but it's my hobby.
Same.
You know, I don't necessarily need my significant other to go in order to play.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the guy that got me into airsoft actually now doesn't play airsoft.
We're women unattended.
Mate, I
You
flexed
got
on him.
A
But you know
woman
what's-
unattended.
unattended women.
Do you know what's the best thing about them? Every single one of my ex-boyfriends are airsofters, and most of them still play airsoft, and they just have to sit there and watch this happen. They have to sit there and watch it all happen. Oh, it's the best, especially when they unfollow you when you split up with them, and then they refollow you, and the little notification comes up, and you're just like, oh, you made mistakes today.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
My favorite cringy airsofter comment on your stuff, Leah, is when you post something like a whatever, you in a bathing suit or hanging outside, and someone goes, "What do you think? Would Jet be okay with this?"
Oh, those.
Oh my god.
Right. I know. I always like the ones where people are like, asking me if Jet's okay with something, or if where is he? Am I doing this with his permission? You know, like as if I'm not my own person. And yeah, like why? I obviously am not going to post something on the internet that my husband's not comfortable with, because I'm not a dickhead. But also, I don't need his permission to do anything.
No. It's a crazy statement.
We're just gonna let it out.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't ask me about. I want to see people on his Instagram being like, "Does Leah approve of this? Is this okay with your wife that you said or did this?"
I don't know,
Yeah,
this
Jet
romance
posting
is
those
very
shirtless
serious.
pictures. How dare he?
I know. Such a
Maybe
whore.
we can make that a thing. We can start like going onto his posts and asking if Leah approves of the bromance that he's developed with the person might be.
Oh, we
Yeah.
actually could. We
Just-
actually could.
Right?
Yeah. He's
Does
got a
your
lot-
wife know that you're sharing an adult beverage with another man?
Just
I mean,
mass-
when
wife seen
Alphonse is
that
sleeping
shit?
on the couch, I'm kind of concerned. I don't know. Is he and Jet have a romance? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we do. I get those comments all the time of people asking me, like, if I post stuff with Kelly or if I post stuff with other girls. The post that I made in the rainbow flag shirt, people are like, "Are you lesbian now?" Like, yes, I am.
Now that
Yeah,
you're
like-
lesbian, you're even more attractive.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Subscribe.
The amount of
Jesus
people that
Christ.
think I'm Jet and Leah's third. The amount of people that have asked that question.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Are you
So
guys forming a couple?
I wonder if there's a fanfic about that yet.
There's gonna be one now.
But then maybe,
Erotic
Somebody get on it.
I really
erotic
like to let people think that there's like a whole group of people that think that Jet and I are swingers, and so I just like to be like, sure, if that's what
Yeah.
you want to think, go ahead. I'm going to keep like fucking with you, because like what's funny about the airsoft community, and especially like with women in airsoft especially, is people for some reason don't think that we talk to each other or know what's going on in the airsoft community. It's like, no, we all know all the rumors about us, you guys. Like airsoft isn't that big as to where
No.
we don't know the shit that other people are saying about us.
Yeah.
I was actually
everywhere.
talking to Kaylee and Ian about this before you guys joined the stream, because I heard another rumor about me yesterday.
Ooh.
That apparently, we're swapping over. So there's a YouTuber that apparently has slept with me. Absolutely hasn't happened. The next guy that genuinely says they've slept with me, I'm not going to deny it. I'm just going to be like, yeah, do you know what though? I railed you with a massive 12-inch strap on and you cried whilst calling me daddy. That's what happened there. Don't think it was the other way round. Don't get it twisted, sweet. You ain't got the balls for that. Nah, I'm just like over it. I
This
don't want to hear
begged
any more of these
PSA.
rumours. This is my PSA. I actually almost posted it. I wrote it out on Instagram as a big PSA. But I was like, do you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that shouldn't go out on the internet. But obviously it's now out on the internet.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
you should hold anything back. It should just be all out there.
I think people honestly enjoy all my no dick pic rants. They really, really do enjoy them. And I get it because my eyebrows move a lot, so my eyebrows are always like this.
Yeah,
My face goes psycho, and especially now my
Amazing.
drug for an eyebrow.
dancing eyebrows.
Is that rampant for you? The dick pics just streaming in?
They've slowed down a lot since I've done multiple rants on it. People still send them in, and I'm like, I understand you're proud of it, but could you have trimmed it first?
At least make it presentable if you're gonna
yeah.
blast it on the internet.
Yeah.
Don't send me an untrimmed piss weasel in my DMs because I don't want it. I don't want it.
That's a new
Either
one.
that or
Speedo. I like
those things
Add
where you
that-
just like start reposting things.
Add that British slang to your dictionary, ladies and gents.
Now I got mangled and piss weasel.
Piss
This is
weasel.
improving my vocabulary right now.
School is in session.
Yeah, the Brits have all kinds of good words.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But Kelly, you seem to have a lot of like drama going on.
like I try and keep myself out of it really hard. Like I don't need to try to engage with it, but then it just follows me around, and I'm just like, when do I lose my temper? Do I just keep ignoring it? Do I lose my temper? Like last week I had someone's been making fake accounts for years and going onto my Facebook page and harassing me, then going onto my private Instagram, like my personal one, so it's not private, and then going onto my normal Instagram and just harassing me. And I'm just like, I don't know how you have time for this. But then the account started to come back and I'm like, right, okay, fair enough. And then I started getting emails at 1 o'clock every morning. 1 o'clock every morning. I don't know how you have that's determination. Like, you have to know that you want to do that. And they're basically just saying, why don't you take your clothes off? Thanks for the wank material. Like all these things. Why have you blocked me? Because I'm allowed to choose what negativity I allow into my life. I don't want your negativity. I don't want to wake up every morning to an email at 1 o'clock in the morning telling me to get my tits out. And then I was sat at my computer just like typing away, doing some stuff, and I got 14 emails for sign-ups for dating websites. And I will tell you, as a single lady, it takes quite a while to sign up to a dating website. So the fact you sat there for 14 sign-ups, sugar daddy dating, seeking arrangement, there was Match.com, but on all of them, I think this is what griped me the most about it. Like, I don't care if you've signed me up, because I'll just email them and be like, this isn't my account. This is like, just please delete it. And they do. They've all been deleted, by the way, sir, if you're out there. I know who you are, watching. By the way. Probably watching, probably wanking right now over it. I was going to say, yeah, in all of these things, in all these profiles, I am a single lesbian, because apparently that's the worst thing that I could be. I mean, apparently, I think the worst thing I could be is a single straight girl.
Or no, the worst thing you could be is some pathetic loser making fake account profiles. For
Yeah, there is that. But I found out who it is, and they're on. I've got a lot of ammo, and I'm waiting for the opportune moment.
Yeah, it would be incredibly wise for them to stop. Yeah,
because it's like if I put them all together, I thought about putting it all together in a Facebook post and just being like, this is what's happened, this is what this person's been doing for years. And it all started because he screenshot a picture from my personal Instagram 2 years ago, and I was wearing a black choker. Now, I was living my best 90s fantasy, take that as you will. He shared it in a group, which my friends are in, and he was like, oh, you know what this means, ladies? Black belt in sucking dick. But he was up my arse in my Facebook post, and I was like, hey, yo. I will not say your name for your own good. I was like, that's something you're never going to find out for yourself. And that was all it was. And then from that point, because I roasted him on the internet about the fact he's never going to get a blowjob from me, because obviously he's entitled to that, he's now then been harassing me for 2 years. I'm like, I don't know how you have the time, because even when we're in lockdown, I understand that like everyone has a lot more time than they usually would, but the fact you actively spend time to put negativity out into the world is something that's fundamentally wrong with you. It says a lot more about you than the person you're actually talking shit about, sort of thing. So I'm like, I actually feel kind of bad. The only thing you've got to do all day is think about me, because I tell you, honey, I am sat at this desk in my dressing gown and a onesie, because the house is cold, because it's April, it's the weather's shit. And I'm drinking a glass of rosé at 11 o'clock in the morning, living my best life, and you're just thinking, like, I feel a bit bad for you. Like, I hope you find happiness, and I hope you find something to fill your time, because I wouldn't want to put that negativity out. If I see something I don't like on Facebook, I just scroll past it. I don't have time.
No, karma needs to come in full swing on that one.
Oh no, karma absolutely needs to come in, just bash him in the teeth. Absolutely does. But you know what though? I think generally a lot of people on the internet have gotten comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the fucking mouth for it. Like, where I come from, if you said that in person, your teeth would be force fed to you. So to me, this idea that you can go on the internet and be like, bah! And then say it and nothing happens to you, I'm like, what?
Well, and we do sort of make excuses for other people too. Like, that's a thing. Like, even you think about how many women have been in our group and like shared an experience and then said, but I'm not going to do anything about it because it can come
for
back
sure.
on.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a thing.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
like, even when you shared that with some of us, and I was like, I want to destroy. Like,
I know.
For this
Hey,
guy.
do you know what?
You were like, don't do it. And I'm like,
I did polls in most of my group chats when I sent all the screenshots, and I was like, do we destroy this man? Yes or no? His mercy is up to you guys. And everyone's like, do it. I'm like, no, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
You're the bigger person.
I will be the bigger person for now. But if he shits on my fireworks, pisses on my fireworks again, we're going to do what we did in 2015 and upset the entire internet and get people banned from airsoft sites and airsoft shops. We're just going to go full hog, man. We're not about it. It's 2020. Just work on yourself. Work on your skincare routine. Learn a language. Do a side hustle. Learn how to do polygel nails. Develop a drinking habit. Do something that's productive. Don't sign me up to dating websites because my dating life is already a mess and I don't need any more men texting me being like, hey, you up? 3 o'clock in the morning in lockdown. Do I look like I'm fucking up? Yes, I am. But you're not around. I have a name for those guys. I'm gonna say it, but I apologise if anyone feels uncomfortable with the words. It's called a controller boy. It is a boy who likes to text you at 3 o'clock in the morning and will break social distancing rules just to get his end away.
Actually, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I have a girlfriend of mine who is on dating sites, and she was saying about because she's had virtual dates and stuff like that, and she said that she actually has had to put in her profile, I am not going to break quarantine rules or isolation rules to come see you.
Yeah.
And the second she put that up, she said that she got unmatched from 2-3 people.
Yeah.
Instantly. I was
Crazy.
That's dirty.
People.
Dirty.
I will let you know, my Tinder bio says, I may look like a drug runner, but I have no drugs and I don't run. And then underneath it says, I don't want a threesome with you and your missus. I don't want to sex you during lockdown. I'm also not breaking quarantine. Just so everyone knows up front. And then people are like, oh, so you don't want to meet me?
Nope.
I haven't seen my family in about 6 weeks. I'm not going to risk it for a 7 p.m. missionary pump. 3 pumps.
Yeah. I haven't seen
I'm
my
not
girlfriend
risking the Rona.
In weeks, or months even, I think. So it's I'm not breaking quarantine for anything.
No. It's just
Same.
the world is a funny place. It's a funny place.
It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, somebody messaged me to play airsoft, and I was like, I haven't even seen my girlfriend. I'm not going to freaking play airsoft. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Good.
I will tell you about one of the creepy messages that I got. But actually, it was one of the most polite messages I've ever received as well. This dude sent me a message saying, hey, I would like to have sex with you, but only if you want. So I looked at
Good
it,
job,
and I was
buddy.
like, at least you understand consent. I appreciate that. But it's going to have to be a no.
Thank you for allowing my input.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me the choice. I very much appreciate this. It was do you know what? As soon as I read it, I was like, this is gold. This man will make a good husband one day. He understands the consent. I love this.
Oh dear.
Some of them, I don't know. I think there's a lot of men in airsoft that are very supportive, and I think I've made a lot of male friends through airsoft. I think most of my friends actually are men. And I think some of them are super supportive. And I get messages all the time that are super nice. They're not creepy and they're not sliding into your DMs or anything at all.
Yeah.
And there's so many of those. And there's just 2 or 3 shithead dudes out there who are just super. I don't know what they're mad about. They're mad about something. I don't know if it's penis size, the fact they can't cook, they've not got a girlfriend, they can't get into that.
They can't cook.
I think they're just mad. My opinion on it is they're not getting the attention that they want from the people that they want. So they take it out on someone that is getting attention that they
envy
and they think doesn't deserve it because they think they're getting it for some other reason.
I think if you want attention though, you need to put out positivity. You'll catch way more flies with honey rather than shit.
Yeah.
Depends. Some people just love it.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely had those conversations where people are like, "Oh, well, you just have as many followers as you do because you're a girl."
Yeah.
I mean, if you were a guy in airsoft, then you wouldn't have as many followers or whatever. And I'm just like,
okay,
I don't know what to say. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man.
There's plenty of dudes that play airsoft that have hella followers.
Mm-hmm.
and dudes that show way more skin than any of us do that play airsoft.
Beautiful, beautiful thick boy Alphonse.
Yeah. Oh man, I like messing with like his fans all the time because like obviously I'm friends with Alphonse, but not everyone knows that, and so I'll be like, "You're just a dirty slut," or "You're a whore." Like I'll comment like the stuff that gets said on our pages all the time, and people are like, "Hey, don't you talk about him like that?
Leave Alphonse alone."
Yeah.
How dare you talk about his glorious thighs like that?
It's really funny. I think that the hypocrisy that is there is hilarious.
It's always going to be there.
It's startling. But also, if I had thighs like Alphonse's, I would also probably wear shorts like that all the time.
Well, because you can't.
How are you gonna get trousers to fit them?
Yeah, if you can't fit your thighs into pants, you have to wear tiny shorts, I guess.
Yeah. He's just
That's
too
me.
jacked.
He's going to be very excited when he was discussed.
He was here yesterday, but he does have a glorious muscly body, so everyone should idolize his muscliness.
Whoa. Kaylee, you must be saying that because you're interested in men.
Yes.
Turning you straight.
We caught you.
Oh my
We
God.
caught you.
I'm straight now. I have this joke actually with Mark all the time because he brings a change of clothes to airsoft. After airsoft we always go eat, and I just wear my airsoft gear to the restaurant, whatever. But he changes clothes, and every single time he changes clothes, like in the parking lot, and he always says like, "Kaylee, don't look. If you look, you might turn straight." You know, I'm such a magnificent man. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta look away. If I look at the brain exploder, then like in a second, I'm just gonna be like, I'm straight now, and I must steal him away from his wife, and that's it. My objective in life now.
You homewrecker.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, do you guys ever get messages from women asking you to block their husbands or their boyfriends because they follow you?
No, but I actually have found out that dudes have unfriended me because I was friends with their husband. But they've we played together in Oklahoma twice. Yeah. And they're like, "Well, you can't have any women friends. Like, she doesn't actually play. She must be interested." I've heard that from a lot of other women too.
Yeah.
That they get accused of having inappropriate relationships because there's no way that they could want to play airsoft. They must be in it to hook a man. I don't know.
I've had women say that. Like, I've had someone say that to me before. Like, don't ever message this account again. And it's like, whoa.
You messaged me.
I'm married.
Honestly.
Okay.
Airsoft is not some kind of hookup dating app.
Yeah. Ooh.
God, that's wild. Like, scroll up, lady. There's nothing inappropriate. By the way.
I've got man's problems of my own. I don't want your man's problems too.
Yeah.
I've got my own.
Lady, you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Really.
Don't want to be rude, but have you seen your husband?
Oh God.
We're good, lady.
The guy always looks like that sloth out of Ice Age, Sid. That's what he looks like. If a girl messages you saying, "Stay away from my mans," you know her mans looks like Sid the sloth. You know that.
I mean, it's true love.
It's so true.
Oh my God. But I mean, what a wonderful relationship they must have.
Oh, I know.
Very
It's
trusting.
Yes, where there's just rampant jealousy and you can't even trust some woman on the internet that might be like 10,000 miles away.
Correct.
Guys, the best is a joint account.
Correct.
Because that says who cheated. As soon as you see.
They did. You just don't know who.
Yeah.
So bad.
Hey, I didn't mean to like ignore your messages, but like my wife got really upset. For what? You know what? Not my problem. Not
Yeah.
my
Problem. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm out. Bye. Unless you're paying my bills. Nah.
No, not even then.
I don't know. I saw a post that said, "Would you be a side piece for $4,000 a week?" And I was just like, "My mate, call me mashed potatoes." That's absolutely a joke, everyone. It would be a biscuit.
Some dudes
It would be a
checking their-
biscuit.
How long can I make this last?
Biscuit.
She called me a biscuit. I saw that as a response. And I was like, girl, she's on my level. I mean, I am on sugar daddy dating websites now, so it works, I guess.
Is that because of you or because of what the rando?
No, that's the
Stalker guy.
random. But I am curious to see if I could get myself a sugar daddy. To be honest, I am curious. I would like to do that. Would someone pay to just have platonic dinners with me, considering I talk the way I talk? I don't know. I would not pay for my time or company, to be honest. Because I'd be like, am I just going to get insulted? What's up with this chick? Is she angry at the world? Are you okay? No.
Text me when you're done. I want to make sure you're okay.
Text me. We have to have a phone conversation. Can you not just text me?
Oh, what a
Wow.
weird conversation. Yikes.
Unbelievable.
I actually prefer talking on the phone now. But now the coronavirus is here, I'd actually rather just ring somebody.
Yeah, it's getting kind of like sad just texting people all the time. Now it's easier to or nicer to just Zoom or call people.
Like, I live on my own as well, so I'm just like, please
Honestly,
chat.
on board I've had what?
Hear a
What have we
human
been on for, like,
voice.
2 hours?
Yeah.
2 hours and only one kid blasting. That's astonishing.
Pretty good.
All you people, I'm jealous of like your boredom.
I did see a post that said, what a time to be alive with no kids. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, aw. Womp, womp.
Only because I know my friends are texting me like, would you break the lockdown rules to look after the kids? And I'm like, I really want to.
No.
But in the UK, if you have an argument in your household, you are allowed to go stay at a family or friend's household for a few days.
Huh.
Are you like actually you have to stay inside? Like you can't go outside or
So the rules are, people are obviously bending them, and I think they are quite lax. No, sorry, no, that's completely wrong. Scratch that. Ian, get rid of that in the recording. It's not live, don't worry. So the rules are, you're allowed out once, you should go out once per week for groceries or medicine, or like limit the amount of times you go out. You're allowed once a day to go exercise out of your house. You shouldn't be seeing friends and family that are outside of your own household. What was the other one? Unnecessary travel is like forbidden. If you can work from home, you should be working from home. So it is like, we are in our houses, but we do have opportunities to go outside the house, which is good because I don't know. I'm very lucky that I live in a house that's got I live in quite a big house. Well, when there's just one person here, it's a big house. When there's like 14 people, it's a bit cramped, you know what I mean? But when I'm here on my own, it's quite big, and I've got a big garden as well. So I do have access to an outdoor space. I don't know quite what it would be like to live in like an apartment with no balcony, no access to any sort of outdoor spaces.
Yeah. I feel really
That
bad for those people. That's
Like, that would be quite thingy. But like, people, you are allowed out to go out and exercise. Today I went roller skating because I bought some roller skates when I was drunk. That was a purchase. And you know what? They turned up and I was like, oh my God, they're beautiful. And I put them on in the kitchen, almost fell and like broke one of my cabinets because my foot almost went through it. And I was like, I'm going to drive to the park and then get like in my shoes and then put my skates on, because I was like, I'm not going to skate to the park because I will die. There will be a traffic accident. And then I got in the park and I was just like, this is a lot harder than I thought it was. It's a lot harder. But I had my like 2 hours of exercise, it was. And then I went straight back home.
Follow the rules.
I want to know, like, do you guys have police there, like, timing people? Like, your exercise starts now?
No, but we do have. So some of my neighbours have been calling the police on other neighbours.
oh wow. Snitches.
For what?
So for breaking social distancing rules. So I got a police visit because one of my friends, who's a key worker, dropped off some food after work. She popped in, and I leave my garden gate open if I know someone's popping in. That way they don't need to be in my house, and that way they can just drop it in the garden and I can just pick it up. That seems fine. So she came in, just dropped it. We spoke for like 5-10 minutes, but we were really far apart. And then the next thing I know, like I'm putting the groceries away. The bag's on the side. I get a few out. Next thing I know, the police turn up at the door, and I'm just like, "Hello, officers." And like, we've been told there's some social distancing rule breaking. I'm like, one of my friends brought some food round. You can come in and see there's a bag of groceries on the counter. But no, I've not left my house in like a week's properly. Like, we're not doing that. Oh, okay. And I was like, is it by any chance this neighbour? It was, of course, that neighbour. But there's been people having barbecues. There was, I went back to one of my old employers, and there was a house a couple doors down having, they were having a barbecue. The police turned up in a riot van, got out, went into the garden, and they said, you need to disperse, because there was like 15 people. And this was when it was like, we just brought the measures in. They're like, you've got to disperse. And someone said no. So the big copper, he was a big ass dude, he just ran up to the barbecue, booted it, and all this meat and shit was flying everywhere. And then he was like, disperse. Everyone disperse pretty quickly. Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
All that meat, that good food.
Just all that food just went yeeted. And the thing is, we're all stood in the car park just like, that actually just happened. But,
well, I mean, if they had played their cards right, they could have been in on the barbecue.
They could have.
Rude.
But it's a £60 fine, I think, if you're caught out unnecessary travel or anything like that. But you can. It sounds. But you can get around the rules. Like, people are still seeing each other. They'll organise to go for a walk in the park at the same time, and then just stand like really far apart. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as you're obviously not like cuddling or breaking the rules to get your end away. I don't know.
And not having gigantic house parties.
Oh yeah, there is that. House parties are. There was a police car that like drove up the street, and then it turned around and drove over the pavement, which is the sidewalk, and then like all these coppers just piled out and just started running into this house. I'm like, oh.
I wish we called them coppers here.
I was like watching from bedroom window just like this, head out, just watching.
Being the neighbor.
Coppers. Yeah. Oh no, my blinds are those Vola blinds, so there's no peeking. It's just full on blatant staring.
Oh no, it's totally shit talking your neighbor.
Rip up.
Damn. Yeah, I've barely been outside, so I've been trying to be good.
I've got a bit of a tan. I'm sitting in my garden. We had 4 days of 20-degree weather. I think it's like that's like 80. No. Well, no, maybe it is 83.
Something like that, yeah, probably.
Like that, yeah, because 10 degrees is a fifth.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe it's 68, not 83. I'm lying to you.
Wow.
That was a bad estimation. But yeah, it's been quite warm, so I'm just been sat like, yes. But it's only my top half of my body that tans, like just my arms and my neck. Not this part, not my legs. So I'm going to walk out in summer with a dope tan on my arms and then white legs.
Yeah.
Although, mate, no one's going to see me in summer anyway, because
summer's cancelled.
They got us.
Well, we've been going for a little bit over 2 hours, so I think we're going to take some questions now and try to wrap it up here. So if anybody has any questions in the chat, please post them up right now, and we will answer them. So...
How do I get my girlfriend to play airsoft? How do I get a girlfriend?
Step 1, get girlfriend. Step 2, how do I get her to play airsoft?
Yeah, work on part 1 first.
Yes.
Shower first, maybe?
Practice good hygiene. Step 1.
Correct.
Somehow that still seems to be an issue, is just practicing good hygiene. How do I talk to a girl?
Nobody likes the smelly kid.
But
Agreed.
there's so many smelly boys in airsoft, man. So many. Ugh.
I'm not about
people,
it.
Yeah, people always say like, "Oh, you smell good." Like, yeah, I bring deodorant with me to games and I reapply it Like that, you can do that. That's a thing you can do. Like buy
It is.
clinical deodorant, reapply your deodorant during the day. That's literally all you have to do to not smell like ass.
And guess what? It's less than $10. You too.
Yeah. Maybe
Spending all this money on
spray your
Gucci
gear
gear
every
and
once in a
can't
while.
buy a $10 stick of deodorant. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is Eric from Gun Gamers has a question. The Eric from Gun Gamers. He says balancing parent life with BB LARP life. How does it work?
Ha!
He says maybe Becca has something specific to say on this too.
Not really, because I kind of haven't played in 2 years. Because first I was growing said person and then nurturing said person, and this year was supposed to be the year I could really come back. But last year I think I only played like twice because I didn't want to leave my brand new nugget. But this year I think he's still kind of a potato, so babysitter and abandonment would be pretty adequate, I think, for balancing that. When he gets a little bigger, he can come. But
Did you play at all when you were pregnant?
I played up until I was like 24 weeks or so, and then I just didn't anymore.
Yeah.
How old is your little nugget now?
A year and a half.
Oh, buddy.
He's such a good boy.
Well, that's tough too. I mean, I was shocked when you that you actually played in that many weeks in, like, because I was high risk with mine. So like the second I found out, I was like, nope, not playing anymore. Like,
Yeah. I
And
wasn't
it's
high risk
down.
until the end, but I just got tired and didn't play
well, yeah.
Yeah.
anymore.
It's definitely a like kind of a bummer for women who are parents. It's just a simple fact of life is they don't get to play as much as their significant other does, or the dad does, because the mother has, like, especially in those beginning stages of life, like the mom is just around the most. You're providing the nurturing. The husband can't breastfeed, so you don't get to play airsoft, and that's kind of a bummer. As just part of being a woman is you legit just can't play the first however many, like 2 years of their life, basically, because you have to be around all the time, and it's harder to. I feel for you guys.
Well, and then there's also the thing of, like, if you have little ones, having somebody who's willing to watch said little ones for an extended
long enough
time.
for you to go away for, and then also the choice we have to make occasionally is, would we rather have someone watch the baby so we can go away for a weekend for airsoft, or so we can go away and just have a relaxing vacation that we haven't had in 2 years?
Yeah.
We got away a lot of these, so.
All right. And then we got another question. For a first game for this individual's girlfriend, is a chest rig a good choice?
Is it outdoor or indoor?
Yeah, that's
Good question.
If she's running, if she has a DMR, which is my recommendation, then a chest rig is great because it's much easier to get used to. I think it's a lot less bulky. I would recommend it, but only if you're playing outdoor and only if she's going to be at longer distances. I think one of the easiest ways to get girls to not like airsoft is for them to get shot a bunch. There are a few girls that just love getting shot, but they're much lower in number.
Well, and there's also, like, inexpensive rigs that you can get, like, E-Vike has, like, those Emerson JPCs that are, like, junior sized that are great, and they're like $50.
That's what I used for a couple of years. It was great.
So, I mean, if it's a matter of that, like, do you actually want her to keep playing or not?
They're saying mostly outdoor, and that it's an AK platform.
Oh, so I'd say a chest rig's fine if you're playing outdoor.
Yeah, I do too.
And you can get cheap AK chest rigs for like $10 on freaking Amazon.
Yeah, make sure she wears, like, an extra layer or something.
Yes, the Chi-Com.
Yeah, I love those.
And the one I just got was like, it's got it's like a dual purpose mag, so it can be for 5.56 or 7.62, and that's like €20. That'd be perfect for a beginner. I wouldn't wear a chest rig indoors though, because no. Yeah, no.
Yeah, not a good idea, especially for a first timer.
No.
Yeah.
And tell her to wear looser layers, not skin tight layers.
Yeah, no one wear leggings. Leggings is a bad
yes,
shout.
Don't let her do it. Put her in
I know a lot of people like to wear leggings.
Plus pants. I mean, that like obviously fit, but like no leggings. That crap.
Yeah, I wear leggings all the time to play airsoft, so I can't really talk. But I get the shit shot out of my legs. Like I wear leggings, and I just know that my legs are going to be covered in bruises. But I just like the dexterity of it.
Well, but you're also used to
definitely
doing it for
that,
like you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You were rocking straight shorts at the Uzbek insurgency.
Yep. I have always come away with nice bruises.
Oh, I have another recommendation for like first time women playing. Good shoes.
Yeah.
Good shoes. Support. Don't tell her to wear like, regular like little trainer sneakers or whatever. Like if she's got a pair of hiking boots or something like that, especially if you're playing outdoors. Not a regular activity that a lot of people are used to. So if she rolls her ankle like the first time out, it's gonna suck.
Yeah. You gotta have a good pair of boots, or if you're gonna be playing indoors, like maybe some Solomons or something that's gonna be nice and good, have some good traction. Yeah.
So bad.
Somebody asked, what about jeggings? Are jeggings appropriate?
No. Oh no.
I mean, if you're okay with getting being covered in bruises, then they're fine. If you don't want to be covered in bruises, then avoid the jeggings.
They're not for me.
Jeggings equal leggings. It's the same goddamn thing.
You want like a good baggy pair of pants that's gonna absorb a lot of that impact. And
at least until they get used to it, and then they can make their own decisions on like what they want to wear.
And then let's see.
It's gonna sting. It's gonna sting a lot. Get shot.
You've also definitely got more chance of being shot in the vag. Definitely. There's no bagginess of the crotch to take away any lip shots. And I hear that you're saying that your girlfriend likes to be shot, but I don't know if she'd like to be shot on the edge of a lip, to be honest.
No.
Shot in the ass every time.
Not good. Not good at all. And let's see. Final question here. GBBR, AG, or HPA? What's the best? What does everybody like to use?
AG.
Thoughts?
Depends on what type of game I'm playing. If I'm doing a Milsim event, GBBR. If I'm doing like indoor game or just faster paced game, shorter skirmish sort of deal, AG.
Yeah.
Yep.
So GBBR for the immersions.
Immersions?
Yep.
I really like GBBR only games. Those are hella fun. That's really the only time I use them. Or occasionally I'll use them at pickup games when I just want to dick around. I don't use GBBRs that often though, because like, one, they always break. Or there's always like some issue. Like I don't know. I don't use them that often. But I also don't have that many. I only have like a couple.
Yeah.
I only have like the one GBBR, and I don't have any HPA. I guess I don't know. I guess is a high kappa HPA if you tap it? Is that considered HPA?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I hate dealing with tanks and hoses, so I have never run HPA.
I'm excited.
It's annoying.
I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie.
I just like to put in a battery and then just go.
Yeah.
Because in the UK, like the weather does affect the effectiveness of gas.
Yeah.
Like in the summer, it could be too hot.
Yeah, that's always finicky, and especially here in California, like my one GBBR I can't even use really because when it's hot, it shoots like 450. So forget about it.
Yeah, that's a bit spicy.
Yeah, it's the murder gun, the PTS Masada for straight murdering.
This guy's definitely hot.
One final question here from Air Max. Well, this is kind of a big question actually. What got everyone interested in the sport? Well, I don't really call it sport, hobby, but he put both hobby sport. So
Bobby.
I started working in it. I started working in it, and that's how I got into it. I answered an ad for like a sales position, and went and was like, "Oh, cool! I'd never even heard of Airsoft." was like, oh, cool. These are like, they look like real guns that you can like shoot at your friends. That's dope. So I got that job, and then I was like, okay, I need to play this game. So I started playing, and then once I started playing, I played every weekend and started investing literally all of my disposable income into airsoft. That's how I started.
Let's see. I started, well, so it's like 2003, I think, 2003, 2004. I had a boyfriend who dragged me out to play a couple times. And then, like, blah, didn't play for like years. And then I started playing again in 2013. So, and then I haven't stopped since then. Well, I mean, except to have the kids. But like other than that, those are big hiatuses in between. But yeah, so yeah, actually, I am a boy brought me into airsoft story. But I suck crap. And it is my hobby. It's my hobby. It's something I invest my own dollars and time into too. So
yeah,
I love it.
all of us for sure. Everyone in this chat does that.
Yep. Exactly.
Women actually play airsoft.
Whoop.
I got in many moons ago. When I first met my now husband, he asked if I wanted to go shoot zombies and ride in a Humvee, and I said yes.
Oh darn!
It was great. And I've been playing ever since. I was like, 10, 11, 12, something.
Yeah, you've played consistently longer than me.
A while. Yeah.
That's pretty much when I started. I think I was like 12 or something. I played paintball initially, and because you were allowed to play paintball at a pretty young age at the field I went to. Oh, the buns! But I kind of didn't really like the paint and the dirtiness of it and all that like nonsense. It just ruined all your kit and everything. And the cleaning of the guns was annoying, and the expense. And then my brother, I think for my 13th birthday, got me some gas blowback pistol, and that was the end. After that, I was hooked, and I just kept playing, and I amassed a very large, questionable arsenal. So spending has been not too good, and I just actually bought a new gun that I'm not too proud of how much money it costs. So
that's an expensive gun.
Yeah, so it's like $450. So yeah,
classic airsoft.
Yes, sweet lever action for Western
yes.
use.
Oh, nice! I want to play.
Yeah,
I started playing in 2011. I first went for a game with one of my best friends. Her boyfriend played it, and she wanted to go and play it because it was like Call of Duty in real life, which was fine because I was like, oh, I love Call of Duty. And then I played it. It was absolutely awful. Here's another comment. A guy came up to me and was like, "We've got one to pillage, plunder, and rape." And at 18, I was terrified because I was so shy and I didn't say boo to anyone. But I got shot in the face that day because I did my face pro. Like, that wasn't a thing. BBs don't take out teeth, sort of jobby with that. I wore a kit that was too big for me. It rained. I don't like rain. It was generally miserable. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. And then another boyfriend. No, sorry. That was one of my best friends. Then my boyfriend, like in 2014, was like, hey, I want to go play airsoft for my birthday. And I was like, fuck no. Absolutely not. We're not doing that. I was like, you can buy me this gun and then I'll play. And I was like, he's never going to do that. And the gun turned up. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to play now. And so I started playing. That day was completely different. The camaraderie was a lot better. There was nothing to intimidate me. Like, I wore face pro. I didn't wear leggings because that was my first mistake. I did wear leggings for my first airsoft game and I regretted my life. But I was like, if this is what airsoft is like all the time, we should probably play it more often. And then they opened a CQB site and I was like, oh my God, I can play airsoft without getting wet or muddy or cold. Let's do this. So yeah, that's how I started. The reason I had to pop off is because Archibald I'd left him unattended downstairs. He'd ran up the stairs and he was running amok in the bathroom. And I heard his like little claws just tapping.
Trying to chew on something.
Trying to chew on anything he can find. Walls, toilet roll tubes, toilet roll. When that's a commodity now, my dude, it's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, all of you ladies, for joining us for the first Women of Airsoft podcast presented by the Gun Gamers. It's been such a treat to have you all on here and to talk about airsoft, and hopefully we can do this again sometime. So thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you for having
Catch
us.
catch us next week for I think we're gonna have Eric from Gun Gamers back on and some other special guests. So I'm sure we'll be posting that pretty soon. So yeah, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I'm Les Trooper with the Gun Gamers. We had Leah, Kelly, Becca, and Sisu. So take care, everybody. Have a good day.
Take care, guys. Bye. Stay safe.
How long do we keep?